Oh ho ho tilde a whole 100 just so I gotta call him slut or champ. Fine. Hey, your camera's crooked, your face looks like a wet pancake, and your Wi-Fi's lagging in 4K. Happy now? I hate it here. Next donation better come with snacks.
Lizard. 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 Lizard.
Hang on. Okay. Is that better? Does that work? I had a feeling this would be broken the second that I started it. Yeah, so I forgot. It's been a long time since I did a VRChat stream. I forgot that like when I open OBS, every time I do that it like resets all the audio settings for like my VRChat stuff. And so that was completely fucked. So the growl should work in hypothetically. Well, I forget if that's a thing that I have to change. I might have to change that myself. Anyway, hi everybody, hi. Hi Flaming Gamer, hi Batuga. Yeah, ears. Ears. I know, they go really big, right? I know, it's been a hot minute, right? I don't even know when my last VRChat stream was. Also, I hope my audio sounds okay. People have told me that it sounds fine. This room that I'm currently streaming from is not... Okay, that did not work. I'll fix that in a second. This room that I'm currently streaming in is my husband's office, which has not been sound isolated. So, yeah. I'm hoping it still sounds okay, but I might be a little more echoey than normal. Let me see if I can fix the growl. One second. Did the little guy show up on the stream? I didn't even see. Did he show up? Did Gaby show up? One second. I'll add it in the program. I forgot that this was a thing I had to do. Again, it's been like 1,000 years since I did all this. How come my health bar is so small? My health bar? What do you mean by health bar? You heard this? Yeah, the sound should go for you, but it didn't go for me because I don't have it audio monitored right now. You want to play with my ears? I mean, you can come play with them. Hi, Cammy. I know you're going to bed in a second, but hi. How's it going? I know it's late for you. All right, let me fix this thing. Hang on. Also, for music, I'm just playing the Clam Club music right now. If we want, we can switch the music in a minute, but I decided I would just leave it for chill hop for a second. All right, let me take a look at this. The Gaby growl, I have to go on to play sound, and then I change the audio. No, that was fine. That one's fine. It's got to go to a different speaker. There's so many. There's so many. Okay, Gaby growl should work now. Hi, Eris. How's it going? I have a health bar? Yeah, what do you mean by health bar? What do you mean my health bar looks small? I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, I don't think I have a health bar. Not that I last checked anyway. God. No. Hi, Taro. Hi, thank you for the freaking 14 months. Welcome back to the Clam Club VIP. The Wi-Fi is always clean. You could come play with the ears, but you're working on art. I mean, I would welcome you into the stream if you wanted to, but yeah. Okay, so the other thing is that I am in this small office. So if my like body starts floating into space, that's because there's only 2 of the lighthouses, and they're both pointed directly at me right now. So like, it has been working mostly, but sometimes it's a little iffy.
A VR stream? Oh great, Asterisk can't wait to watch Champ over there flail around and accidentally
You missed the
punch a
purrs.
wall
They're not
again.
purrs, they're growls.
Maybe this time he'll knock some sense into
Where's my
himself.
sippy?
Tell me when the pizza in 4D arrives. I'm not wasting energy pretending this is immersive.
Well, we didn't get pizza today, Noodles. We got chicken wings, and I got chips and dip for later. It's a bit late for my usual start. Well, yeah, usually I would start at like 1 o'clock, but I don't really stream on weekdays anymore. I usually just stream on Saturday. So my normal schedule isn't really conducive to these evening streams because I get home at like 5 o'clock and then I have to have dinner and then like I wrap up and I get on. So I got like 6:30 was pretty all right. But like most of the time tonight, for example, on Wednesday would normally be my TV night with my husband, but my husband is at Midwest Fur Fest. So I am here entertaining you guys and hanging out with you guys at the Clam Club. So, you know, I miss doing the weekday streams, but just it's a lot sometimes because I'm like, hey, God. Didn't get to go. Well, I'm doing a different con. So my plan is to do FWA and Further Confusion and Megaplex, and my husband doesn't really have isn't really interested in doing those cons. And I don't really have interest in doing Midwest Fur Fest, but his puppy pack is doing that con. So he went with them because they got a room or whatever. But I have a room at Further Confusion, and I'm going to go there with Archie and Crouton. So I still get to have fun, but just not with my husband. But that's fine. You missed these VR streams, man. I forgot that I had done these. It's been like so long. I forgot about these, man. It has been a hot minute. It has been like a billion years since I did one of these. But I mean, like, in a way, I normally do like my yapping streams anyway. So I just like sit there and yap for 1,000 years anyway. So I don't really make that big a difference. But you know, I get it, I guess. Hi, Creeper. How's it going? You have 2 games you want to play between Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and For Honor. I have friends that are a big fan of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I feel like I have not played either though. But I would probably go for Pokemon just because I like the little bitey guys. Who said it was their birthday tomorrow? I didn't see that. I forgot who it was. But somebody said it was their birthday tomorrow. I'm not gonna be here tomorrow, but yeah, it's nice seeing you too, Flaming Gamer. Nice seeing you. How come you have so many clearly identifiable weak points? Okay, name one. Name one weak point. Name one. I dare you. Dean and Fooster have a birthday. Dean and Fooster? Oh my god. Wait, I didn't know that. I feel like I need to have them in the thing. Soap? No, wait, I don't eat soap. That's a Scratch thing. That's a different thing. Scratch eats soap. I don't eat soap. I eat moss. Sky is your name? Sky, wait, you're not the otter from the chat, right? Don't look in your DMs, TiVo. Oh, did you get something for TiVo's birthday? So his birthday. Double birthday tomorrow. Scratch? Scratch is the name of my kobold in, different otter, different Sky then. So if you didn't catch it, I was on Rick Griffin's stream on Sunday because I am part of his new D&D, or Pathfinder campaign, where I play a kobold barbarian named Scratch. And he is like a little chaos gremlin that like, I could explain the whole thing to you guys, but like, I love the character. I feel like everybody else loves it, but that's my character in the campaign. You're not an otter, but you're an otter, but not from the sky. I didn't tell you that you were missing Sync's hot stream. What do you mean by hot stream? Hot stream? Hot stream? I don't understand. My what? I'm so confused. But yeah, it has been a hot minute. Like, for those of you who don't know, I didn't stream last week because of the, I was out of town with Webby, so I missed last week's stream. This week I won't be streaming on Saturday. I awakened them. I have heard that Creeper does like my model. I've heard that. Wait until you see the fursuit that Thor's gonna make. That's gonna be crazy hot. But this week I'm also going to not be home for stream on Saturday because I have my kitten in town. So I'm gonna be hanging out with him. So I won't be available. So I figured I'd do a makeup stream today, and I figured, well, I only have like 2 or 3 hours to do a stream. So why not do a VRChat stream like we used to do? So, Cap. Hey, Cap. Hi. Yeah, I can't wait to see that stream, that shoot too. It's gonna be so good. I'm really excited for the fursuit. I still need to like fly down to Kansas and get measured for it though. So it's gonna be a hot minute for it to be finished. We gotta get some fur samples in first. Don't look at like the going on stream. You're busy. Yeah, I bet you are. Oh, see, that's what I mean by the tracking. I don't have tracking behind me anymore. So we have to punish Astolfo. Don't worry, I'll do plenty of that this weekend. Yeah, you can punish him though. Yeah, you can punish him. My sippy. Whose suit? It's my suit. I'm getting a fursuit of this guy. Literally this guy. Imagine having tracking. Yeah, so if I turn around 180 degrees over that way, there's no lighthouses on this side of the house. Like literally it's just 2 lighthouses, like one over here and one over here. And if I turn like 180 degrees, I lose complete tracking. Yeah, this guy, right? Le Kobold. Will it have big ears? Yes, but they won't poke up like this, right? They're gonna look like this, like the standard like drawback like this, like the big Kobold ears. But yes. I mean, you could ask Thor. He's literally in chat. He's going to make the suit. So, will it be a fur suit? It's going to be really short pile fur. So, it'll be like short pile fur. Like so, when you brush your paws over, it'll just be like, kind of like seal fur. It's going to be cute. And I will not have wings because I don't believe in wings on fursuit. I don't have any redeems on, but so much for Kobold rudder time. Hang on. I can't turn around is the problem. It's tough. Makes it really hard. Show you the beans. Hang on. Beans. I feel like the Kobold models makes a lot of people feel stuff. I'll show you guys the foot beans later. Don't worry. I'll give you guys the feet beans later. And wing hugs and everything like that. But I was very lazy and set up one camera view. So I did not turn on the other things. And I'm probably just going to sprawl back into this beanbag chair back here that you guys can't see, but I can see. But I'm going to go just sprawl into that at some point and just sort of chill there, you know? So, But yeah, no, the fursuit, I'm planning to have it look exactly like this with like, you know, the paintbrush tail. Can you guys see the paintbrush tail? I don't know how much of my camera you could see. Tail. I can't grab my tail. I'll just lift my tail. I'll lift my tail live on stream. Hang on. Tail up. With the... You guys send me some sketches? You should. I'm gonna have the paintbrush tail and the horns. I'll probably also get I was also thinking of getting the femboy socks. Twitch allows this lifting tail live. You would think not, but here we are.
After stream, I plot my inevitable world domination,
You like the otter more.
obviously.
Yeah.
Maybe raid the fridge, maybe re-iron my farfalle. Depends if that champ left
forgot
any
Noodles
snacks
is
out
over here.
again. Why, you think I clock out when the camera's off, Agent or Dawn Lord? Dream on.
You like the otter more? I mean, I like both. I think, like, this is what I tend to... Actually, I have a new dog model in VR I could show you guys, too, which is pretty cool. That Archie's made for me. It's a work in progress, but I like it a lot. You'd rather see if someone could craft up a model for you based off the Sona's rough sketch. I mean, this is basic... Like, actually, my Anthro, my Kobold, was actually based off of this model. And then I got a ref sheet of him, and then I got art of him, and I was like, whoa, that is, like, insanely hot. So then I got a ref sheet of it, and then I got like a bunch more. But it was all based off of this, yeah. Do I have a sink suit? Yes. Although he's old and like starting to fall apart a little bit, the whiskers are falling apart, and so like I need to get him refurbished or get a 2.0 version. But yeah, if I had a Mayu, it'd totally die. If I had a Mayu? Why are you hot for Mayus? Is that what that is? Well, I'm glad for that, Eris. That is my goal. I want my streams to be a no judgment place. What if you show up in VR with me and everyone sees your otter? Yeah, what if? I mean, you could just do that if we hosted a VR meet, I guess. Yeah, Sync is kind of getting old, unfortunately. Yeah, just like the real, just like the real Sync, my body and my fursuit are both falling apart, unfortunately. My skin is so old, the whiskers. Well, the whiskers are made out of like fiber optics and they kind of dried out and they kind of broke, so. I could fix it up probably, but like I have so many other fursuits at this point that I don't know. And fursuits just get old, you know. It's like that suit is like 8 years old now. It just gets there. How do you think an interaction with Sync and Myth would go? I've actually never gotten art of that, but I can think about it. How is the name of your dragon, Sona? My dragon or Kobold's name is Myth, M-I-T-H. You have no one to VR with? So, like, VR, like, when you get into it, like, I mostly hang out with Rick Griffin and then my pets and stuff. But you can find me on FA, by the way. Like, that's literally my FA account name. So if you want to see what my dragon looks like when it's not a Twinkie Kobold, there's also art of me as a Twinkie Kobold on there, but that is my FA account for what it's worth. Your pets can use VR? Well, my pets are human people that pretend to be animals in VR. So, yes. Yes. You've seen my dragon very feral? Where there is, I mean, I mostly get feral art of him, yeah. Yeah, they pretend to be adults in VR. That is very true. How long until you stop with Myth the Dragon, they just become a full-time femboy? That's disrespectful, first of all. That's disrespectful. Yeah, quote-unquote pets, different. Yeah. They aren't animals, they pretend to be humans. Yeah, I mean, you know. I like my characters as two different things. I like the Kobold, like this guy here. And then I also like the Feral, and they are related, right? Like they have the same markings and they have like the horns and everything like that. But the Feral doesn't have the pink fur, and he doesn't have like the paintbrush tail. So he's a little different, but I like the vibe of both, right? Like, so I would never want to try to merge them together. I like them as two different things. Like I like getting Feral Dragon art a lot, so. Does my Kobold still have a name? I mean, I just call them both interchangeably Myth. They're just, it's Anthro Myth, and like the reason I got Anthro like this was because VRChat doesn't let me be a feral realistically, right? Otherwise I would just keep him that way. But when I got this made as like an Anthro, I like realized I really like the vibe of it, and I think he's really hot. And I was like, I just sort of used it as like sort of I didn't intend to make an Anthro version of my dragon, or a Kobold to be fair. But when I got into VRChat, I had the otter, and the otter feels a little bit awkward to just hang out in because it doesn't match my hips are literally right here, but on the otter, my hips are like, you know what I mean? They don't match very well. So I went and found this Kobold model that I like, and then Lysic fixed it up and made it a whole thing for me. And I liked it a lot. And then out of, you know, not every artist draws feral dragons. They a lot more.
Crimmy's coming early.
A lot more draw like anthros, and so I was curious to see what that would look
like.
Hi. Yeah, a feral myth and twink myth, exactly. So eventually I like kind of fell in love with the character, kind of fell in love with the model, right? So I went and I found an artist, and I was like, hey, would you be willing to work off of like a VRChat model reference, because I think that he would be really good for this pose that's a YCH. And he said yes. The otter model smile is very good. It is a very good model, I'm not gonna lie. It is really good. And then he said yes, and I got one of the hottest pieces of art I think I've ever gotten. It's so good. I love it very, very much. How is the feral, or should you see this? Check my socials. I don't really have socials. You'd have to check my FA. And it turned out really, really good. So I went and found another artist to do a ref sheet for me, and now I've got all this like art of me as an anthro or whatever, which I really like him that way, right? So, but you know, I don't have an exclamation mark FA because it is specifically a not safe for work account, and Twitch doesn't like you to direct people to not safe for work accounts, but my FA account is just MITH. It's a 4-letter thing. I have a 4-letter FA account, which I know makes me a boomer, but you're required to see the hottest art. You could literally just go to my FA and browse through. I'm pretty sure it's there. I would have to go double check, but I'm pretty confident. Like, I could go look. I can't post it in chat, but it's pretty good. It's just a pinup. It's like a pinup of my Kobold, just like on his chest with his ass in the air and his tail raised, and it's like really, really hot. I like it a lot. I just love it how I look. It's like really good. But I could check. Hang on, let me look. Fur affinity. Let's see. Go my account. It's actually not the most recent post, although that sounds a lot like it. It's the 4th most recent post, if you find my FA account. It's the one of me on the beach, not the one of the exact same pose, but more recent. It is almost the exact, but I do love that picture too. That's also a very good one. I have a lot more art than I have posted there, but I'm way too lazy to post any of it. Your dragon is an androgynous in art? Well, the way I perceive this, for what it's worth, is that I don't really feel like my dragon has gender, because like my perspective for dragon is that like dragons are like, they're not humans, and humans invented gender. So like I see my feral as male technically, but like I don't really think about gender when I think about him.
Mother
And-
Earth's what now? Oh gross, asterisk champ. Your viewers are getting freakier by the minute.
That's true.
The ocean isn't anyone's egg salad, alright? If it is, I'm
What does that
tossing it
even
out
mean?
before brunch. Disgusting. You people need hobbies, ones that don't involve reproductive geology. Thanks.
Okay. But yeah, like, I intend this guy to come across as sort of like a Twinkie femboy, yes. He is meant to be androgynous to some extent, right? So, yes.
I
That is
searched
true.
for myth and FA, and the first results is a purple pregnant dragon.
What? Is that true? Hang on, let me look at this. I mean, there's other people that have the name. That's not true. That's not true. There's a bunch of art of me on here. I have never seen this purple dragon before in my life, though. That's not me. I'm the blue dragon. Hi, Adu. Hi. That's crazy. I've never seen a purple pregnant dragon. That one's not me. Yeah, that one's not me. Ironically, it is a kobold, which is really funny. Yeah, dragons don't come in purple. Don't be ridiculous. Someone growl at me. They start the growl train. It's not the very first result. It's like the 10th, and it kind of looks like me. 10th result. I don't know, man. I don't think that kind of looks like me. I don't think that guy looks like me at all. What if it's my alt and it's pregnant? I mean, I would believe it if you found art of me and my belly was big and round, mostly because, like, I mean, obviously I'm kind of into that, but, like, you know, yeah. What about Spyro? He's purple? Fake. No, yeah, I love Spyro. Yeah. But there's a bunch of, most of the art of me is on Fyron's account, not my account. Man, look at this one. That's a crazy picture, dude. Some of the shit on here is crazy. That's not mine. I don't know who these people are, but some of these people got some crazy art. Not that my art is like normal. My art's pretty wild too.
Getting pregnant? Ew, no, I'm already stuck raising one overgrown otter who can't find his own Wi-Fi button. I don't need more dependents.
Disrespectful.
Absolutely not. I'm too fabulous, too busy, and too poor for that nonsense.
Do you guys want to see?
Next question before I
'Kay.
bite someone.
We love the kobold, right? Do you guys want to see this fluffy ass dog model that Archie is making for me? It's cute as hell. Can I show it to you guys? Do you guys want to see? I know it's Kobold and Chill. We'll do Kobold and Chill mostly, but like, yeah. Let me show you this fucking dog. Hang on, let me show you this dog. This dog is so fucking fluffy. He's so fluffy. Oh my god, he's so fluffy.
Mpreg Tech, huh? Bold topic. Real scientists only dream. Data plus chaos brew. 0 womb upgrades for you.
Ah.
Machines can hum all night.
Dog
Still no
too
belly by
loud.
delight. Champ
Bark,
can
bark, bark,
test,
bark,
not
bark,
me.
bark, bark,
Next
bark,
full
bark,
theory,
bark, bark, bark,
please.
bark. You found the ref sheet of myth? The feral guy? I love my feral. He's so good. Yeah, but look how fluffy this boy is. He's so fluffy. Ah. He's so fluffy. And yeah, it's like a fursuit in VRC. I know. Then the ears are great. But look, like you can play with like your lips. And that dog is gay. I am pan, all that you know, but I do like dudes. That's true. I do like dudes. Hang on, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is one of my favorite things. Ah, he got a ball. Can confirm. Have to suppress the temptation to strap it in VR to photobomb my stream. You do need to pack. Look at my ball. Look at my ball. How? What's my favorite cookware manufacturer? I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Silver. Hi. You'll play with my lips. Dude, it's so good, though. He's so fluffy. Yeah, the ball is stored in the belly. Well, it's supposed to be stored on the hip, I think, or something. It, like, sticks to the hip, but I mostly put it in my mouth. But yeah, I love the ball system. It's, like, such a cute guy. Kissing men on the beach? Would. But I'm not really much of a kisser. Pan colors are literally print covers, just no K. Huh. I never thought about that. It's just CMY. I'm kind of pan colors. Can I put my balls in your jaw? God. Great model, but I wish it was my colors. Well, this is my character. This is like one of my characters, the dog. So it's one of my older characters, to be fair. It's like there's like the dragon, and there's the otter, and then there's the dog. So I've had the dog character for like more time than some furries have been alive, I fear. Yeah, this dog is 87 years old. I predate the internet. When was the internet invented? That might be true. I don't know. That might be true. That might be true. I don't think that's true. I don't think it is. Isn't the internet from like 1960 something? Silver is turning 21. Why do I only have NSFWs in my profile? You mean on Fur Affinity? Because I almost only commission not safe for work art. Mostly. Almost exclusively. I mean, I have commissioned safe for work art, but it's pretty rare. I don't know. Anyway, back to Kobold. Back to
hell no,
Kobold.
champ. You think I just dropped that kind of filth for free? My
What?
tags are none of your business, and mind your dumpster, not mine.
Mind your
I bite,
dumpster.
Bite hard, and archive nothing. Don't test me. I'm grumpy and armed with claws.
You mostly draw not safe for art? Same. Yeah, I most often commission art for fun, for me, so. I mean, I've commissioned safe for work art, mostly of sync, to be fair, but mostly for stream and stuff. How is your sync FA? I do not have a sync FA, or if there is one, I got it as a placeholder and literally never uploaded anything to it. I don't remember. That might have been. You paid him to drop tags.
Paid me? Nice try, Wild
He's so
Warrior.
angry.
You
I don't
think
know
if
why he's
Benjamin
angry
buys
today.
my secrets? My dumpster's exclusive. You couldn't afford my tags if you pawned Champ's entire VR setup and his dignity. Though, granted, those are both cheap.
Wow.
Try again, Sparklebit. I charge extra for SAS.
Wow. If I started doing commissions and you got your first commission, yo, congrats, that's awesome. You're gonna FIMD on them. Hey, that's illegal on Twitch, I think, or something. I don't know. Or something. You almost never paid for art, and you had some artist friends that drew you, and most of the times did not safe for work commission. I mean, artists like to do not safe for work commissions, or art. I do. Not every artist is like that, but that's like my bag, right? I don't know. It's my thing. Like there's a special kind of satisfaction you get out of like going out and having like your character drawn with your specific interests. That is very satisfying and very addicting. I don't even want to think about how many thousands of dollars I've spent on art. Speaking of, I got to pay for a commission tonight after stream. There's something you want to see. Do you guys like the stream all widescreen like this? It's kind of weird. Puck has a widescreen monitor, so I'm on
Joystick
widescreen
sight,
today.
tiny screen, big ego show, perfect for Champ's tail. Streams of sweat and code, buttons pressed for art or shame. Same thing if he's there. Sign him up. I'll watch, mock, snack, and leave 5 sarcastic stars.
I think we like 2 different kinds of big belly. Why did the music stop? Did the stream stop? Hang on, I gotta go back over there. Do you have any no-nos for drawing sync? Not really. I don't really give a shit. Yeah, the stream stopped. What the hell? I have said this before. I don't really give a shit what people get. Like, I don't know. If you go and try to find art of me, you'll probably notice that, like, I tend not to give a shit what I end up with. Like, even if I'm not into it, I don't really care. I don't like Sync having a dick. That's true. I mean, I don't care as long as my characters are, like, anatomically accurate. That's true. I do prefer that. Draw me as a Disney adult. Oh, God. The most disrespectful thing you could do. Yeah, I don't want to. It's like thinking about how many skins you've bought or how much money you spent on your League of Legends account. You don't want to actually know that thing, right? You don't want to think about how many hundreds of dollars you spent on League of Legends skins, right? Is sex vent a thing? Because your friend drew your Sona with his one in a very hot. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know if I would call it vent art, but I think that horny art can be vent art. That's probably true. I don't think it is for me, but I think for some people it can be, especially if it's like something that they're like, just like, I got this thing on my head and I just need to get it on paper. I guess I could see that. Yeah. Yeah. You drew not safe for work sync before. Hell yeah. I think that it's funny because like a lot of people get very precious about their characters or whatever. I don't really give a shit. You know, if people aren't claiming to be me, I guess I don't really care. Like, you know, I like, it's whatever, man. It's just art, right? It doesn't matter to me. Your sketches you did of us, just moods that I don't want to go to waste. That's true. I've done that, I guess. I do sketches when something's on my mind. That's fair. Drawn a thing or two that will never see the light of day because you respect the people, but I had to draw a thing and get it out of my head. It's a kinky thing, but the character owner would not have appreciated. That is funny, because like one of the powers of being an artist that I think about all the time that I think is so funny is like you could just draw whatever you want of anybody. So like there's like the concept in like normie space or whatever of like revenge porn or whatever, right? Where it's like, oh well, I filmed us doing the nasty or whatever, and now I'm gonna put it on the internet. But as an artist, you could literally just go in the furry fandom and take somebody's character and draw whatever the fuck you want of them, which is so wild. And yeah, it's not. It like socially you're not supposed to or whatever, right? Like it's technically not what you're supposed to do, but you could just do it. No one, the law is, it's like whatever, and you don't have copyright to your character or whatever, right? It's crazy. You blame me and my FA. I don't even think my FA is that kinky. Most of the art in my actual like Dropbox folder is way worse. Yeah, exactly, Hyper. Oh no, not free fan art. Like if people want to get worked up about my character, it's whatever. I don't, you know, whatever. What do you mean by how is your sync FA? I don't have a sync FA. I have just myth. I just have the dragon. Your stalker has drawn himself murdering my persona a bunch. Are you serious? Is that real? That's crazy. That's actually like kind of scary. That's kind of crazy. I've never, I mean like I guess if somebody drew that of my character, I'd be like concerned. Like, but like, you know, it's just art. Like I don't know. I did not know that. That's crazy, Astolfo. That's like actually categorically psychopathic. That's crazy. I guess that would like concern me, I suppose, if people were drawing like murder porn of my character. That would be like deeply upsetting, I suppose. Hi, Archie. Hi. That is crazy. That's fucking wild. I have never heard of something like that. That is wild. I don't know. But I think that the concept of like, oh, I'm gonna draw porn that like might not be a kink that you're into. Like, I'm not into every kink, obviously, but like I don't really care. I don't really judge anybody for their thing. So, do I have a VR model with bits? I mean, who knows? Who knows? Hard to say. Who could tell? You searched my FA and it's only not safe for work stuff. Maybe it's filtering safe for work ones. No, I for the dragon, I've never posted any of the safe for work stuff because there isn't really any. There might be like one or two maybe. I think there's like a couple safe for work pictures of my dragon. I don't really post a lot of my own dragon or my art in general. It's like other people will post it, but I don't really post it myself. So much weird stuff in VRChat that was not safe for work on most avatars. Technically, the rule is you're not supposed to like advertise that you have stuff on your model or whatever. So, you know. Considering how many kinks there are, it would be surprised if anybody had managed to be in every. Yeah, that would be wild if like you were like actually omni kink. That's crazy. Yeah, Astolfo, that's totally fair. Yeah, I think it is valid to like get somebody's permission. Like, I am sort of blanket saying if you want to like vent horny art or you're like an artist, you're like, oh, I'm hot for sync. That doesn't bother me. I don't care. That's what I'm trying to say. But if somebody like came out and was like, oh, I'm going to draw art of me like doing violence to you, I'd be like, that is upsetting. That is very weird. I feel like maybe I would have rather had been asked for that. So that's fair. One of my friends is very bad at that. Yeah, Timmy probably. You need to try out VRChat more. I just bought a new headset, actually. I bought a big screen Beyond last month when the Steam frame was announced, because I didn't really want to go like and get into a new VRChat like environment. And I already have like the lighthouses and the trackers and the controllers and everything like that. So I was like, I would rather just get a straight upgrade. So I bought a big screen Beyond, and I think it's supposed to ship sometime in December. So fingers crossed I get it sometime this month, but we'll see. What if an artist wants to get you hot and bothered? Well, I think if you Googled all the art of me, or like went and found it, you could probably figure out what I was into and just draw that stuff. And then I'd probably get hot and bothered about it. Different otter? Get the streamer on bothered.
Oh, you want Champ all flustered, huh? Easy, watch this. Hey, Champ, the way your headset slips when you get sweaty? Yeah, real professional. Bet your fur's steaming through the screen already.
I don't have fur.
Look at him fidget, like Wi-Fi heat with shame sprinkles. Delicious.
He's so stupid. Yes, that is the otter configuration officially, yes. And I hate... Yeah. Yeah. Yes, that is the otter's anatomy, and I prefer it to stay that way. That was actually part of how I like discovered that I was non-binary. Like, I sort of decided that Sync was this way and this like certain anatomy. I gave them female anatomy, but didn't really feel female, but like that felt right for the character. And so I started calling Sync non-binary, like the character itself. But I was like, well, Sync is non-binary, but I'm not non-binary. And then I had a con. I was at, I registered, and you know how like cons will have like the little things for your badge that can see like, oh, these are your pronouns or whatever, or your gender. And one of them said like they, them, or non-binary or something like that. And so I picked that one up thinking like, oh, it was like,
Did you know?
Did you know? And so I picked it up and put it on, and then like all of a sudden I started feeling things, and I was like, oh, they, them. Wait, maybe I'm that way. And then it like had like a whole gender awakening part of me. So Sync the otter is non-binary. It's difficult to say that Sync is non-binary. In my head, I think that is how I described Sync at first, although I do say that he is he, they, like my own personal pronouns, and probably identifies as quote unquote male, I guess. But Sync is like a robot, basically. So like in my head, again, robots don't really have gender. So I don't really think about like Sync having a particular gender. He just has certain bits. And like, that's just the way that the object is made. So it's more of an it than a he, I suppose. Yeah, Sync is the Terminator, exactly. Exactly. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, yeah, you got it, Rocco. I have a whole backstory for them. It's an agender auto robot with a poussée, basically. I mean, and a Wi-Fi module, for what it's worth. Yeah, Sync is male perceived. Like, if you put a bunch of clothes on Sync, like, and didn't show the gender or whatever, like, yeah, they're like these colors, but I think that, like, I don't think anybody would confuse me for being thought of as a male. I think most people assume that Sync has male bits. Like, if you didn't know and you never saw art of Sync, they'd be like, oh yeah, that's a he, right? Like, you know that on stream, like, you know my model and everything like that. But like, I think that if like, but like, you know, so yeah, I think male presenting is probably correct. But you like Sync without clothes? Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Ugh. Pick up Kobold soft and gentle like hamburger. Yeah, exactly. Dude, I'm so excited for my Kobold character on Rick's stream. It's so good. And we're not advocating for those. I kind of want to sprawl. Do you guys want to? I think I'm going to sprawl. I don't want to stand for 3 hours. I've been standing all day. If I bring you guys closer, does it bring you closer on stream? What does it look like on stream? Hang on, let me look at this. Are you guys closer? Does this work? Are you like right by my... No? No? Doesn't do anything? Is it because it's a flying camera? Oh, it's because I locked the camera. That's right. Sync gave me male vibes, kind of androgynous. A lot of my characters are intended to be androgynous, except for my dog, who is intended to look male. Hang on, I'm going to reset the camera here. I'm going to... Wait, I got to bring the camera with me. Yeah, he's very stealthy. Very, very stealthy. Hang on. We're gonna kick back in the beanbag chair and just sort of chill. I assume this doesn't look... Oh, it looks all right. I could probably be a little closer. 1 second. Let's see. Flying camera. Why is the camera rotating? The stick drift, dude. That seems fine. Is that... Nah. Maybe go...
For fawn bark, for fawn bark, for fawn
Is that a
bark, for
furf?
fawn bark, for fawn bark, for fawn bark.
Oh, hi, Furf. Hang on, I gotta get... Well, I could just read it from back here. That's fine.
My soda,
camera!
I'm now waiting for the ref sheet to be done. He uses he, him, and sometimes he, they. He's able to switch bits at will. I primarily go by he, him, but sometimes I feel like he, they. I'm still figuring it out. Syncot heart, syncot love.
That is pretty cool. Yeah, I got full body. I got the beans. Always full body. Yeah, scratch the stealthy Kobold. Exactly. Exactly. I don't like this pose. I want you guys to be like above me a little. So, oh my God, it's so bad. Stop like rotating, you nerd. I hate the camera, man. No. You gotta be further away from me so you can see more of me. Why does it keep like rotating weirdly? I feel like this is not a good angle. I want like... Oh my God, it's so annoying. Every time I like click the button, it like rotates out. It's like kind of pissing me off. Further away. That's pretty good. I could deal with this. We could have a more interesting background. You'd make sync rotate weirdly. Yeah. You have the Wi-Fi in the background. I don't know if I like the rumble. Maybe I sit over here. That's a more interesting background. Yeah, the imprecision of my VR controls is actually crazy. That's wild. I kind of wish my tail was in the vision, but it's like whatever. Hi, Baggy. Hi. The beans. Speaking of beans, what are your thoughts with pads? So actually, interestingly, like if you go find Art of Sync, you will find there's a lot of art where like the bottom of my paws are visible. And like, what's funny about that is that I think a lot of artists draw Sync in different ways. When I first got the ref sheet, Sync had like no paw pads, which I don't know. There's like gray on the bottom. Carrot likes to draw Sync with like a pink bottom of the paw with no pads, but then like Ash and some other artists like to draw them with like the pink paw pads. I would say that the pink paw pads were like the default most people draw, but I'm not picky. I don't really give a shit. I don't really care. Bye, Audu. Bye. Have a good night. You have two characters where you explode both sides of your sexuality. So actually, that's what my therapist told me once. They thought that it was cool that like I had like different like characters for different personalities, and they thought that that was healthy. Weirdly. Speaking of the room you're in, if I remembered right, you moved recently. We didn't move. We had a flood, and I had to move my office into a different room, which was annoying. But sorta. We thought about moving. We ended up not moving because the house we were looking at moving into was like a little more expensive, and we wanted to save the money, so we didn't do that. Gay, cis, male, but you also like femboy vibe. I mean, that's fine. Like, the way I perceive this, to be honest, is like, I don't think that anybody needs to like justify their gender or like whatever your like quote unquote gender needs to be. In fact, I think that we spend too much time trying to describe what word for which gender we are, instead of just being like, fuck gender. If it, like, the way I usually tell people this is like, if describing your gender makes you happy, then by all means, right? Then find the word that makes you happy. The way that it works for me is I'm like, I don't really give a shit. Like, I don't really perceive gender as like a thing. I don't really think too much about it. I'm just like, I like the vibe of being a little genderqueer. I think it looks cute and that makes me happy. And I don't really get too lost in the weeds about what word describes me. You know what I mean? You're a boy lion? Yeah, we'll see about that this weekend. Yeah, I like my dragon with the black beans, but my dog has black beans too. My otter, I think I like with the pink beans though. I think it's cute. You go for the full pads. I think the pads are cute on the otter. My dragons have paw pads on all forms. They never don't have paw pads, I think. I don't remember. My dog has like coffee bean colored paw pads. They're like dark brown. That is true. I went with more of like a realistic color. They're like very dark brown. That is true. That is true. My ref sheet does show dark brown. That's fair. They are like coffee bean colored. I like them that way too, because like you can like do a little bit more painting on them. Like they react better for color, but technically my dragon is supposed to have like deep navy blue for paw pads, technically, but you know, who's checking? Who's checking, man? You fell into the twunk vibes. Fuck it. Fuck it. Can I wear thigh highs? Can I wear mask clothes and pastels? Yeah, fuck it. That's what I mean. Like, I feel like everybody should be able to do that. Like, if your vibes are a certain vibe or whatever, like if you feel like, oh yeah, like I want to wear, I want to be like a fucking mask jock dude, but I like thigh highs and like I want to wear like a cute pearl necklace. Fuck it, man. Who cares? You know? Who's supposed to tell you no? I think the concept of gender is being too heavily read into. I agree. I totally agree. I think for a long time I felt like it was important to like put myself into a box and be like, oh, I have to describe myself as this, that, or the other thing. These days I sort of like just don't care. And I talked about this earlier when I thought about this with my dragon, where I'm like, well, dragons don't have gender. Dragons are dragons. And similarly, dogs, like if you're like sometimes I think about this as like in a furry way, where it's like, if you're a dog, you're just a dog. Your dog, like your literal real life dog, doesn't know like, oh, I'm supposed to dress feminine or dress male or whatever. They don't have a concept of any of that stuff, right? Like if your dog wore thigh highs, nobody would think any different or whatever. It's like, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't exist. So why should we care? You know? That's how I feel. But it's very individual. Like I said, like I think more important than the gender box or whatever is just like, if it works for you and it makes you happy, then that should be what you do. If that means, you know, if that means saying I'm girl or boy or whatever, or if your gender is whatever, then that's fine. That makes you happy. For me, like I've always said, like when people ask me about my pronouns, I'm always like, you can call me anything you want. Whatever feels right to you is fine. Ostensibly though, generally he, they. There's a clip of me saying this somewhere. Yeah, exactly. I got some chicken wings stuck in my freaking tooth. Driving me crazy. Yeah. Thigh highs are great. Should I put my thigh highs on? I could put my thigh highs on. I think I want to get these for my fursuit too, because I think they'd look cute on the fursuit. And make it even warmer to wear, of course, you know? That's what we want in a fursuit, is just to make it like impossibly warm to wear, right? Just like unbelievably warm. That's like actual fursuit goals or whatever. They might actually make it cooler. How could they possibly make my fursuit cooler? How could wearing a sock on top of my fursuit make the fursuit cooler? Your thigh highs IRL are starting to stretch because my thighs are too damn big. Tyson and I have that exact same problem. I've never managed to get like a pair of thigh highs that like I like, because like my thighs are so fucking big from being a cyclist and a hockey player. But I want to wear them because they're cute and comfy, but I don't know how to find any that are like fun. Works by holding air still in place. I don't think that's true. I think you're trying to gaslamp me. For NFC 2027, so he can actually exist in a suit without dying. Plus I'm an ice dragon, so it would be a perfect place to go, right? Arm leg socks from Angry Paws or Mad Paws? You mean the one with the beans on the bottom? You talking about those? Those are so fucking hot. God. I do think that he's incentivized to see me in thigh highs. That's true. Yeah, I've seen the thigh high socks with the beans on them. Those are so hot. Yeah, that's totally fair, Eris. I get that too. Hey, I mean, my buddy Furf is the same way. Also, Furf, I know you're not, maybe you're still here. Anyway, thank you for the freaking 13 months, you nerd. I don't know why you're subbing to me. You should not be spending money on me, but thank you. You should not do that though. Unless that was your Prime sub or something. But thank you. And welcome back to the Clam Club VIP. Your Wi-Fi is always clean. You bought the thigh-high Wolflink socks from Tail Ends? Wait, there's thigh-high Wolflink socks? What the? Fingers!
Fingers 2413 gifted 10 subs to the Clam Club
Fingers!
VIP Lounge. Wow, thank you.
Fingers, thank you. Oh my gosh. Fafnir and Eris and Captain and Boo and Deer Seth and Game Ace and you 3 times and Jace King Queen Fallon and I Sawdust and Darkness Night Fury. Welcome to the Clan Club VIP Lounge where the Wi-Fi is always clean. Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you. One for each finger. It's true. You gave 1 sub for each finger. If you guys got a free sub, please at them and say thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Show us your beans. Hang on, I could do all of them. All the beans all at once. Beans. Don't send this picture to Jeffrey Bezos, okay? He's not gonna understand. Beans. Show my appreciation, all 20. The alerts are just listing fingers getting a sub over and over again. It's very funny. So, yeah, I never fixed this. I probably should at some point, but yeah. Too late. Fuck. I'm gonna get banned now. Shit. That's the last sub I ever get. Yeah, I never fixed it. I always wanted to like make it so that like the, well, I don't know if I ever wanted to. I always liked the idea that like the subs, like if you're gonna donate 10 subs, I either need to have like an alert that's like a bigger alert that like is sort of a reward for like doing that, or like I like that each one is shown as like an individual sub. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, if you're gonna do the thing, I feel like you should be like, I get like a small reward. Can you rub the beans? You act like this is the only stream I've ever had with my feet out. I feel like I'm noted as like the furry I have my feet out on streamer. Like 24/7, I just got the feet beans showing. This is not the first time we've had this. 24/7 bean flasher. Yeah, the gift subs. Yeah. We got the growl train. The growl train. Eh. Yeah, feed out 24/7 stream, exactly. But that's true. People always say that about me. They're like, oh, look, it's the bean flasher, the bean stream. I feel like at some point I became the stream where it's like you can go to my stream and just see otter feet. You want a Durg emote vibe again? You're over ads, they don't affect you anymore. Well, if you have Twitch Prime, they don't affect you anyway. Or not Prime, the Turbo or whatever, right? Twitch Turbo. Not otter feet, otter paws. We don't got feet around here. That's true. We don't have weird art of like Sonic with his like... Hang on, I'm gonna come up a little bit so you guys can actually see more of me. We don't have weird art of like Sonic with his like weird ass beans out or whatever, right? Isn't that like a trend? There's like a trope with like art where it's like, oh yeah, this is here's the art of Sync flashing his weird feet. Yeah, the weird picture of Sonic with weird dirty human feet. I hate that shit. That shit is so fucking weird. That shit is creepy. I mean, not kink shaming, but that is a weird one. Maybe it's because it's too human for me. You know what I mean? It's a little weird. People say that, and then like every content creator post paw pics in VRChat for clout. Buddy, I'm not doing it for clout. Do not draw Sync with weird human feet, please. That's so weird. Not kink shaming after kink shaming. I'm not kink shaming, but I am kink shaming a little bit. It's not shame, I just think it's weird. That's not kink shaming. I mean, if it gets your dick hard, go crazy or whatever, but like, you know. Yeah, I don't need to Tarantino the odd. Is the internet offline? My husband just sent me a message that asked me, is the internet offline? Clearly not. I did disconnect the Wi-Fi because it was like slow as shit. Draw Thor getting his bean touched. When Thor makes my fursuit, we could make a picture of him touching my beans. Yeah, exactly, Fingers. I'm not kink shaming. I'm pointing out how weird the kink is, which for some people might make it hotter, for what it's worth. If the internet's offline, you can't leave VR. So I get sword art on. You know what though? If I got permanently stuck as like a virtual lizard, I wouldn't be mad about it. I saw Beans and Cap and went, huh? Where is Cap? Is Cap there with you? When you mean a Thor, a different Thor, I mean Possum Brews. That's Thor. You guys are in VC? Oh, I thought you meant VRC, and I was like, huh? Beans. I don't even know where the camera is. It's so far away. Beans. Permanently stuck in a public interest at the back. Yeah. Oh no, fuck that. No, absolutely not. Dude, you guys know what I'm so excited about? The big screen beyond that I'm getting has eye tracking, and I'm gonna try and get the face tracker too. So like, maybe I'll get it set up on my Kobold, and then like it'll have like super realistic face movement. How cool would that be? You should hear how flustered they are. Hang on. Let's see if I can do this. Get in nice and close. Yeah, right here. Hey, Cap.
No.
Is it gonna look okay? A little closer. That looks alright. Maw shot? I've done it. I could do it again. Blushy noises are so loud. Just wait until I get, just wait until I have the fursuit. I'm gonna make that boy fucking die. You return momentarily to remind you that your Kobold is hecking handsome. Well, I have something to say to you, Cammy. Your Kobold is heckin' cute. Pander to the vor sluts? I do that all the time. Literally I do that. I'm gonna here to tell you, I pander to a specific vor slut almost every day. Almost every day. It's not a vor stream, although sometimes it could be debated. Hi, Cammy. Everybody tell Cammy that they're cute. Is it my husband? No, but they are in chat. The person that I'm talking about is in chat. They know who they are.
Pleasey Pooter TiVo in timeout. I am being bullied. DVD.
Cap, you like the paws, huh? You like the beans? You're a bean appreciator, is that it? Do I need to give you a close-up of the beans? As Batuga would say, for clout. For clout specifically. For the clout. Yeah, Cammy cute pants, exactly. I'm great because I'm twice your size. Feel like I'm pandering to someone. I am twice your size, that is true. I'm exactly twice your size. Usually TiVo is the one getting bullied, so it's kind of funny to hear somebody not like getting bullied by TiVo. That is weird. I just realized, oh my god, I could have just done this. I could just zoom in. I'm a fraud. I could literally just zoom in instead of grabbing the damn camera. I'm literally a fraud. What kind of streamer am I, man? That's crazy. Actual skill issue. That's crazy. When I grab the camera, it looks like you're grabbing stream. Does it? Well, I would have to like grab it properly and like move you around. Haven't seen my world in a while. There are images. I haven't really updated them in a while though. Like this needs to be changed for sure. This one, he's still using that. I love this one. Voluses, that's really cute. I mean, I could update them. I'm just kind of lazy. I need to yell. I mean, Tyra is the one that does it, but. Bye, Cammy. Have a good one. Yeah, definitely. I do have a very shiny belly. It shows up even more if like there's multicolors or something like that. I don't know if like there's like. The lighting probe in this world is kind of monocolored, so it doesn't really do a lot. When it's like in virality, I light up as so many different colors. It's crazy. You can update the world pics. You should do it at some point. We need new ones. These ones are old. Cap is still giggling and blushy. That one thing broke him. You should clip it and then send it to him every time that he's feeling some kind of way. Would it help if I would it help if I told you that one of the things that I'm planning to do for my Kobold fursuit is have like, I want to do like the socks like this, the femboy socks, but I also want to get like a skirt and like really do femboy stuff with it. What if the clam club was underwater? A good chunk of it is. Like, there's the pool, the hot tub, there's a whole ocean out there. Like, a lot of it is, I fear. A lot of it. You know? The not so there used to be this bug, you guys, out there where you guys can't see right now, but like way out there in the ocean past the island, there used to be a seam in the world between like where the ocean met like the ocean floor back near the wall back there. Like where the world ends out there, where like you would fall into it. You could like fall into a void back there. It was really funny. I think we fixed it. I don't remember though. Get a stall forward on the walls. We could do that. That'd be cute. Yeah, I could have hidden a room back there. Imagine if I hid a room in the world. That would be crazy. I would never hide a room in the world. That would be crazy. What if the Kobold suit is just entirely linoleum? See, but like the fursuit's not meant, like, to be fair, like the shiny tummy was never meant to be this shiny, technically. It's like very, very shiny. I've thought about like dulling it down. It's almost like latex. I kind of just want to give it a little bit of roughness to it so there's a little more light scattering. But I don't know. People really like the shiny latex look, so. Can't get over the fact that I licked the screen.
Hey Sync, follower Ofaces donated 50 bits and said, Cheer 51 thing I'm grateful for in the clam club is that it led me to having 2 cuties soak their pants in pre-nut.
Like that? That's what happened. You polished the belly. Yeah, it's when you get polished too much. The maw shot. There's a clip of me doing that. My eyes are pretty. Yeah, Lizac did a really good job on the eyes. You can see the sunset in my eyes. Yo, that's so sick. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you can see the scale texture. Look at this. It's really cool. It's got it on the paws and stuff too. And you can see the beans have texture too. Look. Bean texture. Bean texture. Oh, the foot paw beans. Oh, I'm not trying to flash you guys. Hang on, chill. Tasty detail textures. Yeah, I think that's fine. No, it's not. This ultra wide view camera is messing with me, man. Weird. Myth licks the screen. That one will be popular. Scale textures. You drew Gary from Zootopia recently. It's hard to draw detailed scales. You kind of just have to like imply them, I think, is the idea. Sort of like cross-hatching or whatever. It'd be cool if there was an underwater clam club, but like to what end? I've thought about doing like a fancy version of the world where like we do it like updated and we don't give a shit about anybody that it doesn't have like a 3090. But like we designed the world with like low impact users in mind, so I don't know. I feel like that would be kind of mean. You can't be doing this when I have you up behind me in VR. You're in VR right now? Yeah, Cap. You like that one? Should I call you Cap or Creeper? Captain Creeper? What should I call you? I'm just like moving. I'm like stimming. You know, there's like a way to get up on these things. Hang on. Like these guys. There's like, if you get to a certain angle. You did like 3 commissions today. That's crazy. You're playing Lumines in VR. No, you don't gotta do that. That's fine. I was just asking. We all call them Captain or their Sona named Chloe. Yeah. Okay, I could say Chloe. Heck, the questies. We need path traced lights on the liquids. I mean, I think the liquid's pretty cool. You can kind of see like, I mean, you see this more in night mode, but you can kind of see the specularity or like the reflections of like all the world. Like you can see like the blue and the pink in there, which I think is pretty cool. Hi, Merlot. Yeah, it's a VR stream. I'm not streaming on Saturdays, so I figured I'd do a stream today, and VR stream just felt right. But Tuga, you gotta show me the commissions you did today. You basically made a brush from a scale shape, then try to UV wrap the brush strokes over the snake's body in perspective. I guess that's one way to do it. I don't know. I think it's sort of like trying to like draw every fur on like every piece of fur on a furry. Like I feel like it would be exhausting and look bad, but yeah, I think that's cute. I think it looks good over here. One of the worst shifts you've ever had in your 3. Are you okay? That sounds awful. Finish your sand displacement shader. Oh, that would be so cool. Like having like you could walk in the sand and it would displace your paws. Oh man, that would be sick. That would actually be kind of sick. Fur texturing can look great. Yeah, but like you have to be like really good at it for it to look good, I fear. How do you make those ASMR lick sounds? I lick with my real tongue, basically. And I kind of suck in a little. The one you're working on right now is a friend Sona, and his friend commissioned me as a surprise, and I cooked. Dude, I want to see you cook! I could show you the last thing I drew, although it's feral art. I'm gonna get canceled for it. Fur is more forgiving than scales. That's true, that's true. Okay. I think you gotta do the new version. You gotta do the new version. I don't remember. It's quote space art, I think. Or quote space ad. Yeah, I mean, if you get in my DMs, I can send it. But why am I getting tagged on Telegram right now? Let me look at this. Why am I being tagged so much? People tagging me and stuff. Look at people are in my DMs. They're sending me stuff. People are sending me art. Crazy. No worky. I gotta let me see if I can find it in the system. Adding a scale shader to your bottomless programming ideas. Something else that's bottomless. Let me look at this. Quote confirm. Where's my quote system? I'm looking. Commands. It's is it add quote? What was the old one? Was the old one quote ad? I remember. So I wanted to cancel art I got with an Arcanine. Dude, people are so extra. It's fucking ridiculous. Closing with only one other person. That sounds awful, Merlot. I'm sorry. That sucks. Let me look at this. Integration services. Quotes. There it is. How do I use the quote system? I'm looking. I'm sorry. I'm looking. I'm having a bad time with it. Who would cancel art with an Arcanine? That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I feel like if you're the kind of person that like thinks that like getting art, like horny art with an Arcanine is like something you should be canceled for, we are not the same person. We cannot be friends. I'm gonna offend you too easily. What? Why am I being bonked? Oh, chat, I got some chip dip for later. Ooh. Quote speak. Quote confirm. Quote added. Yeah, I'm looking at commands, and I see exclamation mark add quote. Is exclamation mark add quote a thing? Does that work?
Try to be the reason of Pokemon climaxes.
No data given. Okay. Try to be the reason of Pokemon climaxes. God, I wish. You have too many quotes. No, that's the Nightball one. That's the Nightball one, dude. I wonder if they, like, broke it. I wonder why that's if that's why it hasn't worked in a while. Because I have a work in progress version of it, but like then Meeps pushed an update to this app, and then it changed everything, and I don't know how it works anymore. General settings. No. User interface. The quotes list is here. Let me see if I can make an action. 1 second. Because there's a command here for add quote. But then, like, it doesn't do anything. Quote added successfully. Quote speak. Outfits, notifications. Commands. It's not here either. Let's see. Where's my commands? Commands. It's not there. There's all those things. Add quote works for everybody, but it's group work in progress. Okay, but what does it do? I never remember how the hell this stuff works. I'm gonna fix it, I swear. I'm gonna fix it, I swear I am. It's not working. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try and make it fixed. But yeah, no, I don't know. Like, I could share it with you guys. I don't know. I got commissioned for some feral stuff. I mean, I also, like, Coma commissioned me for some feral stuff. That was pretty hot. Did some good art there. I think I shared it in my other account, though. Okay. It's here and here. And is there, like, a... Okay, I think I know what I must do. I have to make, I could do this, chat. I could do this in VR. Watch me whip. Chat, watch me whip. Watch me whip. Quote add. Group utilities. Q default. Okay. Add a trigger. Core quotes. Quote added, show quote. Wait, hang on, what? Quote added successfully. Chat, I don't think I could do it. I'm too stupid. I'm sorry, I'm too kobold. I'm gonna have to look up the documentation. I don't know what I'm doing. I think something changed when they went out of alpha, and then it broke the quote bot because there wasn't a built-in quote system. And now I see like a quote thing that says confirm quote, but I don't see it like. I don't see a thing. I don't see a thing. Oh, I think I get it. Hold on. Chat, I think I get it. Yo! Oh, I think I get it. I just gotta, okay, hang on. Hang on. I think I get it. Hold on. I think I get it. Hold on. Add core commands. Command triggered. Add quote. Exclamation mark, add quote. And then I just have to like add core quote. I have to find the message structure. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Hang on. Action history. Save message. Chat, somebody type exclamation mark add quote. And then I'm gonna like find the message. $6:39. No, it's 8:09. Yeah. Quote confirm. Okay, hang on. Okay, so it's % raw input. Copy value. Okay, now I go to actions and I steal that and I put it here and I go add core. I'm gonna do it. I'm such a smart Kobold. Guys, you gotta call me a good slut. Hang on. Add core quote. You gotta call me a good Kobold so bad. Add quote. Paste. No! Percent.
Sync.
Raw
Neeson the Otter just rated with 25
No!
viewers.
I'm busy
Pause up for our
coding!
Raiders.
Pause up the Raiders. Hi, I'm coding. I got my programmer socks on. Okay, does it work? Can you add quote now? Beans up for the Raiders. Welcome in. If you want praise for working in VR and you get yelled at, that's fair. Get rated. Hi, Misu. Oh, you were also in VRChat. Hi. I'm so good with back-end stuff. It's true. I'm so good. I'm so good and so perfect. Hi, I'm Sync. I'm a Kobold right now in the VRChat. I'm trying to fix some stuff. Quote added successfully. Why did it do that twice? Okay, let me see if it actually added. Hold on. I'll go to the quote system. Where's my quotes? Quotes. I'm going to the end. I haven't moved all of Nightbot's quotes over yet. It did. It worked. Chat, it worked. Oh my God. I can't do. Okay, so you added quote number 230C. So do exclamation mark quote 233. Idawa. Okay, so that didn't work. I don't know how to do it. I gotta like look. You've added the quote. You're asking too much for me. Hi, Rizilla. Hi. That's not your quote. That's the old quote. That's a very old quote. So that's part of the Nightbot quote system. I would have to program a new system to like fix that, but your quotes are in the system. I have done that much. I have done my part. Like I'm doing my part or whatever. Okay, I'm doing what I can. Also, you're really close to me right now. Can you chill? Can you get a little bit further away from me? I feel like it's a little intimate right now. Yeah, you could just quote until you randomly get it, maybe. I don't really know how to retrieve the things. I gotta fix the whole thing, man. Anyway, hi, Misu Raiders. I'm sorry I missed your raid. I was in the middle of like staring into the void of coding. But hello, hi. I'm doing a VRChat stream today. It has been like a year since I did a VRChat stream, so there's that. But you're looking at Hi, I'm Sync Otter. Normally, I'm a chaos gremlin on the internet. I like to cause problems and do things the wrong way, which people love. My pronouns are he, they, and I'm usually an otter, and I could show you my otter. If you guys want to see my otter, I could change it to otter. But usually I do the VRChat as a kobold, as the femboy kobold, so that's a thing. But welcome in. How's my job going? Honestly, okay, so actually, guys, I had a conversation with my boss. I told her she was kind of being a raging jerk. And she like listened to it, and now she's like off my ass, which is pretty sick. How many quotes? There's like 3,000 or something. I don't know. There probably would be more if my quote system didn't break. But there, you're missing. There's like I had to at 2,000 it capped out, and then I added like a second quote bot. But the new quote bot doesn't account for the old quote bots, and I have to import the old quotes into the new quote system. It's a whole thing. Yeah, for sure, Misu. I'll see you later. Bark. So the current quote system that you're pulling from goes to 2,000. And then there's like an extra 500 or something like that on the other list. But I haven't ported them over. But people haven't been quoting as much lately because it broke a while back, like a year and a half ago, and I haven't fixed it. Like, I think the quote prior to that last one was literally in August, the last one before that. And then like there was like one month before that or something like that. I don't know. It's been a while. My otter is cute. The otter is cute. Do you guys want to see my otter? Here, hang on. I haven't used my otter in like a hot minute. I have two versions of the otter. Still vibing and chilling. Absolutely. We got the otter. Oh God, it's so out of place. I gotta move the camera. Beans. Beans. Bum, 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 bum. Not big, actually. Very small otter. It's big just because like the camera zoomed in, but actually I'm quite small. Hang on, let me zoom out for you. I'm actually quite small, as you can see. Very small, actually. Small. Just a little guy. Little, small, tiny.
Small otter, big hole. I mean heart.
True. I guess that's true here. I can pitch up on a thing like this. We have a stream like this. Big heart. Expression, you got bored with the eye tracking. I haven't actually. You need to fix your DPOS. Oh yeah. I don't have eye tracking. I'll have eye tracking like this month, I guess. I'm gonna have to have that set up. What a bottom pose. Beans. My foot. You can put Sync around your head like a condom. That's got to be one of the most off the cuff comments I've ever seen in my stream. That's fucking crazy. That is a crazy thing that you've said just now. We just vibe up here like this. You're making a new avatar? What kind of avatar? What is a little ferret? That sounds pretty sick, actually. You could share pictures of it. You know you could always share stuff with me, Rizillo. Have I seen Zootopia 2? No, I'm taking my cat to Zootopia 2 this weekend. Can you quote that? You can quote whatever you... I mean, the thing is, I would prefer generally, if you're going to quote something, it should be something that I said and not something that somebody else said that I repeated. Generally speaking. What if I just like... You know what? Hold on. I'm a long boy. I have an idea, guys. Hang on. I have such an idea right now for the camera angle. Hold on. I got a whole idea. Because the camera... Here's my thought, okay? I like lay out like this.
Hey Sync, follower Ofaces donated 50
and then we
and
just
said,
big
"Cheers,
chill.
In another stream today, I brought up how someone probably refers to their dick as moist crickle.
crazy. It's just off the cuff day, huh? We get like this angle going on. You know what I mean? Bing chillin'. I don't know when I'll actually see Zootopia 2, but I'm kind of legally obligated to see it soon. Since you're making a kink comic around Zootopia. You know what else I could do? I could actually, hang on. If we go up like this, and we like come down and like the camera is like this. What about like this? How's this for a camera angle? I could like look at you guys this way. Yes, sir. Fill up the whole dang camera. You know what I mean? That ultra wide, the ultra long otter. So the problem, it's very smooth in the otter. Shut up, God. What are you talking about? Gosh. They say Zootopia 2 is not that great. Okay, I hate this, actually. I want to stand up. This sucks. I hate this. Check my notifications. Do you want to be on stream, kitten? Okay, chat, don't look if it's going to make you motion sick. I kind of hated that. We'll go like this. Yeah. Very null, very otter model. Okay, here's the thing about Zootopia 2. I fear that movie is going to be Gooner bait, to be honest. I'm levitating. You guys are so needy, man. Hang on. You want me to like fix everything for you? Like I'm your mom or whatever. Come over here. Chat, come here. Why fear the Gooner bait? It just seems a little Gooner baity. I don't know. Like I am so worried that like fucking Judy Hopps is gonna get vored in the movie or something. You know what I mean? I feel like that's like bound to happen, but like I'm a little worried about it. A little bit. That's hot. The trailer is already Gooner bait. That's my problem. I have you on stream all the time. That is true. I mean, if you want to sit here and be pretty, you can come sit and be pretty. Which channel in your server is okay to share 3D art of the avatar? Probably media share. There is also a VRChat channel, but I think it's more about like help than that. So you could also just DM it to me. I think you have my Telegram. The creators have had 10 years of E6 to draw from. That is true. It is terrifying. That is true. That is true. Did you show me you got the Zootopia 2 promo card? I have not. I don't know if you have. You tried to DM me, but we aren't friends. On Telegram, though. I think we have each other on Telegram, Rizillo. You can find me on Telegram. Boofer is a wild name. Boofer's a good boy. That's a dog with a butter. That's a dog. Yeah, Telegram. I don't know. Imagine if they take another 10 years to make a third one. Yeah, imagine. Yeah. I want to know the percentage between the young age people and the 30 plus middle age single fat. Why are you going to try to call me out like that, Eris? That's fucked up. And I'm not fat. Do you guys want to see something cool? Can you look at my claws? Can you guys see this? Here, hang on. Come in close. You were targeting me? I'm being targeted for fucking deletion. It's disrespectful. Come here. Chat, come here. Look at my claws. They're sparkly. Zootopia 2 made like mad money. It is like do you think that Disney knows that like it's because like the 30-year-old furries are seeing the movie 16 times? It's like, you know, pull you down just a bit. You know what I mean? It has to happen. I mean, I've heard the box office sales did globally well. I mean, I'm sure it did. Disney is always out of touch. Yeah, but they have furries on staff, right? You know? Like, we know there's like Joaquin Baldwin or whatever, right? I feel like they knowingly hire furries at this point. Bad Guys 2 concept art contained literal vor of the bird snake. That's true. I am concerned about it. Well, when I say concerned, I don't mean genuinely concerned. I don't really care. You're really good for art. Okay. Thank you for the follows, guy. Thank you, thank you. I'm not hearing the follow notifications, and I can't really read my notifications right now. But thank you, thank you. But welcome to the Claim Club. Thanks for coming on by. Welcome, welcome. The bird was into it. What do you mean by into it, though? What does it mean to be into it? You know? It's not like the bird was erect in the trailer. Okay, he was literally in. That's true. Flustered after being regurgitated. How did I cultivate a chat like this? Your life doesn't end at 30. Oh, hi, cat. You're gonna have to play with the stream camera to figure out if you're actually on stream or not.
Yeah, I need to actually look at stream.
I just like I am pretty chat. I have chat. Well, the camera is over there, but
no, I see it.
Yeah, chat is beside the camera. That's my cat. He just fell on the floor. They can kind of see you. They can see like your ear.
Oh, I see myself now. Look at that.
You know the answer to that question? I don't think I know the answer to that question. I feel like I know that I built this channel brick by brick. Hi, cat. Hello.
Hi. Meow.
I know that I built this channel brick by brick myself, but like, what did I do, man? Did I mean to do this? They sell Nick's Fox ears as cinema merch. You know what they did with the Dune popcorn bucket? They should do that, but for like Zootopia. That shit would sell a lot. They would make so much money. You know what I mean? That's good texture work on the kitty. They painted it themselves.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, they made that whole model themselves.
Yeah, sorry, I'm bringing that up still. Okay.
You don't want to know what I did with the Dune popcorn bucket? Actually, I fear I want to know exactly what you did with the Dune popcorn bucket, actually. Pet the kitty? Okay. I'm going to do that a lot this weekend already.
That's true.
This little orange shit is the reason why I'm not streaming this weekend.
I'm not orange.
This is my orange cat.
My orange.
Chad, are they orange? Is this an orange cat? I would argue this is an orange cat. We don't need Nick and the fox related to any holes. I think we do, though. You're colorblind, and they say yes. Yes. Shared you the pictures. All right, I will take a look at them after stream, probably. Brownish cat? Brown is a version of orange. Feed them lasagna?
That's like saying purple is dark pink.
Purple is dark pink.
That's true, it is dark pink.
Lumens crashed on you, so I don't know what to do with yourself now. Fair enough. I don't know what Lumens is, if I'm being honest. A smaller cat than even Sync. I mean, they're pretty small. Now, Sync is pretty small.
Cat?
Oh, crap. The music stopped. Oh, no, it came back.
Archie, are you going to join us?
Archie could join us if she wanted to. So we are going to see Zootopia this weekend. That's the plan. I don't know when, but I'm planning on it at some point. Probably Friday because the theater will be less busy. Brown is not, wait, you're right. I never thought of brown as a version of orange. Yeah, brown is just dark orange. That's why I call this my orange cat. This. Less busy on a Friday, like during the day when it's like a work. Although it is Seattle and nobody in this city actually does any work. So,
Archie, I presumed you can presume too. Archie says she doesn't want to presume.
Oh, you could join. It's fine. I'm literally, the only reason I'm live today is because I feel like I can't do a stream on Saturday. And like my intention here was just to like vibe until like I'm just ready to do hangouts. Like I would like close stream and stay in VRChat, make a drink, and then just like continue to hang out in VRChat basically. Which theater am I going to? I'm gonna dox myself. Do you want to know what seat I'll be staying in? Nick and Judy are definitely going to hook up at some point. Okay, don't spoil the movie for me, but I heard that it felt like the impression was that the writers of the movie have read the Judy Hopps Nick like abortion comic, and that there was like evidence to that case, and they like alluded to the comic in the movie. And if that's true, that's fucking crazy. That is like actually cray cray. You wish you had your VR set. VR is fun. I like VR. It's bait. Fucking hate it. They do the iconic face slap. I'm gonna lose my shit. Dude, can you imagine though? That would be so fucking funny. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I wouldn't want any spoilers. I don't want spoilers either, but like, I don't know anything about the movie. I haven't even really watched the trailer, but I am so sure of two things. Curious what a hybrid offspring would look like. Like, I am so sure of like at least one thing. One is that like I'm 90% sure that snake is gonna eat Judy Hopps. I'm like so sure of that. And second, I think that like the rest of the movie is gonna be kind of furry gooner bait. Now, to be fair, the first movie was a lot of furry gooner bait. Like there was a lot of that going on. Vor fetish. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that the snake is gonna eat someone, dude. You don't put a snake in a furry movie if the snake's not gonna eat someone. Like every time that there's been a snake in a movie, the snake is eating someone, right? The snake looked subby. Is there subby vor? Like, can you be a subby pred?
Like a service pred.
Like a service pred, right? Like, you know what I mean?
Hey Sing.
Yes.
Follower Faces donated 50 bits and said, cheer 50 Judy gets an abortion, gets together with a lesbian fox, married her, becomes JFK, and dies by assassination.
That's crazy. Literally all cats. There's so many facets to vor. I just, like, so you're telling me that like you could be like a power bottom, but for vor. Like you could like force yourself down somebody's throat. That's like a thing. Am I still in the chair? I can't even tell.
Yeah.
But that also implies that you can be like an unwilling pred. Like somebody just grabs your mouth. It's like, I'm getting in there. And then they just fucking force themselves down your throat. Unwilling pred is totally a thing. That's crazy. In the movies Kung Fu Panda, I don't think the snake ate anybody. Is that true? So Men in Black? Don't call it Men in Black, man. Rusty, thank you for the 25 months. In the Clam Club VIP lounge. I'll go back to the Clam Club VIP lounge. The Wi-Fi's always clean.
Rusty Sip.
Is that Archie? That is Archie. That's my other pet.
That's
now I
Archie.
have two of my pets in my room, in here with me. I'm gonna call you Pet A and Pet B.
We now outnumber.
Yeah. You guys can unionize now.
That's true.
Well, we can't like start with the A and B like because we both our names start with A's.
That's
not
true.
good enough.
A1 and
Yeah,
A2.
Double A game.
My other pet starts with C, so I need a B pet. One of you needs to change your name. That will count as abuse as like non-consensual predation. I guess that would be more like non-con, but I guess like there's an element of non-con in vor in general, isn't there?
Yeah, I think that like sub-evore is just feederism, right?
Just feederism? Like
like
somebody's,
it's the
you're
gamer
like being,
fetish.
like somebody's feeding a person
like
to
you're-
you?
Like you're strapped, like you're Homer Simpson being sent to hell, and there's a machine strapped to your face that is opening and closing your jaw, but instead of like donuts being shoved in there, it's people that are somehow doming you while shoving, like sliding down your gullet.
Hi, Echo. Hi. Dude, I was just wondering if you can be like, you know how like there's power bottoms and service tops? If you can be like a service pred or like a power, like, Edie or whatever it's called. I don't know. The other voices are very quiet. They're loud to me. I could turn them up though.
Oh, you can't hear me.
I can make you louder.
That's strange that you can't, because like lions, when they roar, they can be heard up to 10 miles away.
It's a good thing you can't
So
roar.
like, really, chat should be able to hear me without even needing the stream.
How many strange fetishes does the orange cat know? Oh, more than you would think, actually. All things considered. Plenty of things from willing to unwilling pet or
I'm not
prey.
an orange cat.
You are an orange cat.
A little bit, yeah.
You're whatever I tell you. So,
That is true also.
hi Krylon, hi. You check Google Scholar and I didn't find much research. It seems like we're on the cutting edge here. We're on the cutting edge of kink right now. Is there an E6 tag for unwilling underscore pred?
We're
Oh, you know
inventing
what?
new ones.
Oh my god, I'd be
You
so
did-
proud.
You did pause it. You did pause it, inventing a new tag. I did see a brand new tag the other day.
Oh my god.
You got stiff competition, man.
Sync being the Dom bottom is hilarious. Dom sub stud breeder. I want to make a new E6 tag so bad. It's like my entire. I could die happy. You commissioned Archie to do your raccoon texture. Is this true?
Wait. I do not remember this. Is
Brazilo
this the
Riker.
same Archie?
This is, yeah, it's probably a different
It might be a
'cause
different
that's-
Archie.
Like, Brazilo Riker is the guy that did the
The
Rexo
Yeah.
avatars, right?
Rexo.
I admit I have really bad memory, but I feel like I would remember it doing work for you.
You post to it a lot. Fuck, dude. Fuck. I thought we were on to something, man. Fuck. We were so close to greatness. Must be a different Archie. Might be. There's a lot of Archies, I'm sure. But this one is mine.
You should commission Archie.
You should commission Archie.
to do
Well.
a texture for you.
I should actually open up for those, yes.
You should, yeah. Astolfo has been a furry for a long time, but never ages. That's so accurate, actually.
True. Yeah, sorry. There are a lot of Archies in the fandom, it turns out. It's no big deal.
Hi, Echo.
Okay.
You want to commission a different Archie that, or yeah. I want to commission Archie to just be a lovely bean. You should do that too. You should just give them money. You should have like a Patreon or something. I keep telling
used
you that
to.
you should, but you don't listen, except when it's horny stuff.
Well, yeah, that's all that motivates me. That's
Is the fox an animatronic furry? Are you talking about this one? This is a red panda. That one. That's a red panda.
yeah, I'm a wah.
That's a wah.
Although I think it throws a lot of people off that
They're
I
a
use
plushie.
natural colors, but not the natural colors of a red panda. Usually red pandas are either like the default colors or like a primary color.
Yeah, they're a stuffed animal. Also, my music stream is like being very laggy. It's kind of maybe I'll switch to Spotify. Chat, what should we listen to? Should I switch to Spotify? I feel like Spotify. There's a new Noah Kahan song. Is that how it's pronounced? Is his name Noah
Oh, and
Kahan?
yes, I have met Coda.
Makota.
I believe.
The Wa? Yeah. You have.
Yeah.
You have.
They introduced me at FWA.
The music is vibing. The music is having issues, man. It's having like major issues. I'm gonna. There's a new Noah Kahan song. I think I'm gonna play that and then bounce off that. I don't know. Is it on Spotify yet? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not.
I'm gonna set down my water.
Maybe we'll just go listen to his original song. It's very folksy though. Does anybody know who Noah Kahan is? Is it just me? Am I the only one? Are you gonna... There it is.
Sorry, I don't know names.
Noah Kahan is like
Like-
folksy music. I don't know. It just is.
Yeah.
What is this? Hold on. What is this quote? I want sloppy arse slurping noises. Did I say this? What the fuck? What will I do when stream goes off? Probably exactly what you're seeing me do right now. Big plushies look so huggable. She is.
Yeah. I do like to hug. I would like an inconveniently sized plushie suit to hug people with better.
Dude, my quotes are crazy.
Big like useless paws.
Exactly.
These quotes are wild. Did I say this? Can Yoshi anal vor eggs and then spit them out as people? I said this? That's crazy. Am I accepting visitors? Yeah, me so you can come hang out. I don't care. Like literally, I said on my Discord, I'm like, this is like I'm intending for this to be like the most like low key stream. I like low effort, low key. So don't say that again. You can do anything with vor. It's truly the melting pot. For not being a vor stream, I sure say a lot of vor shit.
Sure do.
Is that a special UV effect? Do you want to explain your UV?
It's the Ferality shader. It's using direction maps to take audio link data and just like make it spread out like this. It's fun to mess with.
Otter, it's built in. I would say I could agree with like the dragon part. It's kind of built into the dragon thing. I get it. It's not my thing, but it just seems to surround me. Anyway, this is Noah Kahan. I think it's pronounced Kahan. Could be Khan. I'm not sure. The things that I lost here, the people I see.
What's up?
I don't know. I just kind of lost track of my audio, my brain. Surround me like the. Shut up, God. It's not a vor stream. Although, again, a lot of these quotes.
Ah.
Are you good?
You didn't fall off.
Yeah,
did
it's
you?
just there's. I didn't. Well, I fell off the chair, but
I felt it deep inside my
there's-
rudder.
Oh,
It feels
me too.
it feels weird in
Hello.
my mouth. Can Yoshi anal vor eggs and spit them out as people?
Just don't be like my actual cat, Astolfo, who keeps failing to jump up onto the counter. She will just like jump and not have enough force, and she'll just
This is a great
fall
quote.
back down.
Somebody should put this in a book. This is one of the best quotes I've ever seen in my life, actually. You don't understand the struggles you go through as a Yoshi. Dude, yeah, why is feet such a thing for Yoshis? What's up with that? It's like the Sonic feet thing.
that is peculiar. Yeah.
It is a really weird like convergence of kink. Right?
Like you would think that like the two big ones for Yoshis would be vor and
I could see vor.
oviposition,
Like I could understand
And
vor and
then
Avi position because it's literally in the
possibly, like,
character.
pony play.
Yeah, like maybe pony play or whatever, right? But like the feet,
Like,
where'd the
I'm
feet come
honestly
from?
surprised that pony play doesn't factor in more.
Okay, this is one of the best quotes I think. This is one of the best. Hi, Misu. This is one of the best things I think I've ever said. This is a great quote. Quote unquote, does that make me a brat or does that make me a free thinker? That's so true. That's so true. That's actually so true. Misu, you should like stand here.
Yeah, a little bit
All right.
closer.
There you go.
You're not in.
That's
camera.
Misu. Because Yoshi has
Hello, it's a
shoes.
Misu.
That it Yoshi having shoes does not imply that Yoshi has big, stinky human feet. That's
He's got the
crazy.
Timbs.
That's crazy.
What do you think it smells like inside of Karibo's shoe?
Who the fuck is Karibo?
Oh, you're a child.
What the fuck is a
Do you
Karibo?
not know the fucking Mario shoe? That's the name of it.
Yeah, it's the wind-up shoe from like Super.
Is that
Mario,
what
I think
that's
Super
called?
Mario 3.
That's called a
Yeah,
Karibo.
it's
I just called that
Karibo's
big shoe.
Big shoe.
I mean, it is a big shoe. You're not wrong.
The official Nintendo Yoshi art of Yoshi taking his shoe off and pointing at his foot. There's no way, dude. There's no way that's real.
I feel like I've seen that.
No way that's real. We know what Yoshi's feet canonically look like because in 1980 Super Mario Brothers movie exists. Oh Lord, dude, I gotta switch Smash mains. That's fucked up.
What they don't tell you is that like in order for and this is really cruel, honestly, is that in order for Yoshi's feet to fit inside those shoes, they have to dock a toe on each foot.
Oh my god, yeah, they got a
and
dog.
I think
Shut
they
up.
need to put a stop to that.
Oh my god, I'm gonna muzzle you.
Like PETA needs to get involved.
Did you run into Kako or something? That's like
That is some Kako
the
shit.
level of bold-faced lie level from them.
If there's a Nintendo approved Yoshi's backshot sticker, anything is possible. Okay, but like Yoshi taking back shots is like some normie shit, right? Like that's the kind of shit that's like, haha, I'm in the office and I like, okay, well now to be fair, you can't do this anymore. But back in the day when you could still be horny in the office, you would draw horny cartoon characters. Now that gets you suspended. But like, you know, that's the kind of shit that you would draw as a funny joke with your coworkers. You know?
The 80s Mario movie is great. Like I don't know if you saw the Polygon video about it, Raccoonture, but the 80s Mario movie is great because like they took like the script for a completely unrelated science fiction movie and just kind of butchered it and repurposed it to be like they got like the license for Mario Brothers and they were like, we need to make a movie out of this because this is a marketable IP, and so they wrestled like Mario iconography into this completely unrelated like science fiction movie, and that is how we got the 1980s Mario Brothers movie and why it is so weird.
Isn't that the one with like the human version of Mario? Why do I keep drifting? What is happening?
That's a good question.
I mean, Mario is the human version of Mario in most of the Mario Brothers.
No, but he was like a
unless
literal human, like a human
he cosplays as
real.
a frog sometimes.
But he's like a real human, like an actual
Wasn't it like
Italian
John
man,
Leguizamo?
as
I mean-
opposed to be non. Okay, let's be clear. No. Let's be clear. Mario is not human, because if he was human, he would look like a human next to the humans in New Donk City, because there are real humans in New Donk City. But he is not human. He's like a dwarf or some shit.
Yeah, he's human in the sense that like Danny DeVito is
He's
human,
not
which
human.
is
He's Italian.
like 60%.
God. What was I gonna say? So yeah, no. With the frog suit, does it also make him a furry? Or a scaly at least?
Shut up.
I mean,
absolutely.
He has the Tanuki and the cat.
He does
suit
have a
too,
Tanuki
so-
suit. That's true.
Yeah, he's got like more
Yeah.
fursuits than
Actually-
Sync does at this point.
That's true.
Yeah, I picked the longest shot of all the fucking fursuits that he's actually worn. Like I just did not think about the literal cat suit.
Yeah, he does have the cat suit too. Yeah, that's true. Hi, Moushi.
They made a whole game about that.
I imagine Sync bringing furry porn to the office and showing it to their coworkers. I mean, I do draw furry porn at work. It's just like I have my back turned to the wall so no one can see it.
Otters.
Hi, Indy. Thank you for 34 freaking months in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Welcome back to the Clam Club VIP Lounge. The Wi-Fi's always clean.
I have been very transparent to my coworkers that I'm a furry pornographer outside of work.
I have
I don't
not.
like look for opportunities to like introduce it in conversation, but like when they ask like, "Hey, what are you going to be up to when you're going to Florida?" I'm like, "I'm going to a furry con." And my boss was like, "What are you most looking forward to at this furry con?" And I was like, if I were to answer that question honestly, sir, it would be an HR violation, I fear.
That's what I mean. The human version of Bowser is in the movie is more notable. Wait, there's a human version of Bowser? Hold on, I need to Google this. Human Bowser. What the fuck?
I have a very good rapport with my coworkers, Corvus.
Human Bowser from Mario movie. Images.
Yeah, wasn't Human Bowser like...
What the
Dennis
fuck
Hopper?
is this?
Sinkot,
Ew!
yap, sinkot,
Oh
yap,
god,
sinkot,
that's
yap, sinkot,
disgusting. Oh lord, that sucks so bad.
Sinkot sniffa, sinkot yap, sinkot yap, sinkot
We
yap,
should watch
sinkot
it
sniffa.
together.
No, we should
We should
not.
watch it this weekend.
I might throw up. Oh my god, that's
I mean,
disgusting.
I don't think anything will beat the animated Gollum from the old Lord of the Rings movie or Hobbit movie or whatever it was.
That guy
Animated,
ruled.
yeah, that guy did kind of rule. No, this is way worse. This is actually one of the most. The tongue is revolting.
Koopa.
Jesus Christ, Bombi, thank you for the 43 freaking months in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Welcome back to the Clam Club VIP Lounge. The Wi-Fi is always clean.
I'm trying to remember who played Luigi in the 1980s movie. It was this, like his follow-up role to that was like The Pest, and I don't think he had a film career past that.
Sync X human Bowser porn when? Okay, so I talked earlier in the stream that like I told people they can draw whatever they want of me. Don't draw that, please.
Kesson, for $250, I will do it.
How do you feel about that one? That one's enriching your pet, but it is also debasing you.
I would not stop that, obviously.
I have very limited opportunities for brattery, and I must take them when they present themselves.
How have I never seen the movie? I was like I was zygotic. What do you mean? Of course I haven't seen it. Movie came out when I was a fucking twinkle in my dad's balls. Now I know where Sync gets it from. Oh, honey. I don't need my pets to teach me how to be a brat. I was born in the 70s, but I've still seen Star Wars.
Crossbow?
Yeah, but like there's this different, like saying like, oh well, I've seen Star Wars. Okay, well, you've seen one of the greatest cinematic achievements of mankind. Okay, great. Like there is nothing remarkable about the 80s fucking Mario movie.
You are only saying that because you have never seen the 80s fucking Mario movie.
I don't want to. It looks awful. I've seen like a lot of Star Trek and Star Wars, actually. What do you mean?
Hey, can I bellyache about the fucked up G?
The fucked up G.
Nobody in Stream Chat is gonna get this bit, so I won't.
It was the first cinematic adaptation of a video game. It's awful, which is why it's great. Hey, speaking of, have any of you guys seen the movie The Uglies? It's incredible. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life, but it was so fucking funny. I've never laughed so hard in my life. It was so good.
Was Mario Brothers really the first video game movie?
Well, I mean, there were only so many video games before then. Like,
Do a little shorter, just to not be so.
Gosh, I mean, there were video game themed movies. There was Last Starfighter. I don't know. Didn't Tron come before? I guess Tron was a movie first.
when was Tron? Tron wasn't a movie until like 2008.
No, Tron.
Are you
was-
talking? Tron Legacy was like from the 80s.
There
No,
was an
Tron Legacy
80s
was from
Tron
2008.
movie?
There was an 80s. Yeah, my
Yeah,
God.
there
yes.
was, and it's
Huh.
yeah. There was an '80s Tron movie. There's Tron Legacy now. There's Tron Ares.
I know about Tron, the new Tron, and Tron Ares.
Of course you know about Jimmy Neutron.
What? I didn't say Jimmy
Because you're
Neutron.
a child.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Brain blast.
Adam
Did you get into
Sandler
the
made a
canon?
movie about Pac-Man. The modern Tron is a remake? I didn't know that. Jimmy Neutron. Oh! God, this is so
Yeah,
stupid.
no, like there was a 1980s.
Hey, you're not
Tron
invited
movie
over
when-
anymore.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Damn. All right.
Modern Tron is not a remake, it's a sequel. What version of Tron is the Kingdom Hearts one based off? Oh, we got Batuga now. We're collecting everybody. Adam Sandler made a movie about Pac-Man. Is that Click? Or is that a different movie?
I think that was Pixels.
Oh, Pixels. Yeah.
Pixels. Oh, dude, I
That
was
a s-
I was in Toronto when that was being filmed.
Shut up, Fergie.
What? What?
The Tron jokes in your chat, they're not gonna stop now. It's what you've unleashed.
That's based off John
So-
Tron. Oh my God, shut up.
Are the Tron jokes better, or like this being an ahistorical Tron stream? Is that better or worse than VRChat?
We go through so many topics. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say which version Kingdom Hearts is based on because the style of the outfits is the same in both films. Okay, but is the dude in the one in Kingdom Hearts? That's the real question, innit? Did you know that the original Tron movie from the 70s did not win an Oscar to Best Movie Effects because they said using CGI is cheating? That's crazy, actually. Is
That's
sync short
wild.
for synchrotron? Sync is short for
Okay,
the
good.
word sync because I have a Wi-Fi symbol on my back and you sync using the internet. It's like short for
Hey,
sync up or whatever.
speaking of
Synchronous.
chat, how many of you know about Sync Dog?
Oh my God, I am gonna fucking...
Oh, this thing again.
Oh, the things I'm
we're
gonna
about
do
to-
to you this weekend. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, so
Oh, what's happening this weekend?
Yeah,
so
synchronize,
we,
I
like,
guess.
experienced a Berenstain Bears fucking timeline collapse the other week, which is what
Dead to me.
Mustafa was just on about.
God, Jeff is so cute.
Dead to me.
I'm gonna draw Sync as Sync Dog with like the sink in the tummy.
Pixels is a thing. It's an awful one. How movies like that exist.
Pixels.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Was
Kevin James'
legendarily
president
bad,
was
yeah.
hilarious.
I was in Toronto and it was like in front of the Royal Ontario Museum or something, and like they were filming that movie, and I saw Adam Sandler, and I asked what movie they were filming, and they said Pixels, and I was like, cool, and then I never saw it. I might be in that movie. They probably edited me out. The 70s Tron was impressive because it looked like 3D graphics, but a ton of it wasn't actually CG. Neat. They got like
you need to
glow
rotate
wire.
the camera a little bit
For what?
so that Archie is within frame.
The only way to
Archie's,
do that is to
kinda
like
hanging out
scoot
of
to the
edge.
left. Like this. That's Batuga. Chat, say hi to Batuga. This one's Misu and Archie and Astolfo. I'm collecting friends. You like the effect on Archie's shirt?
There we go. Hello, Batuga.
I briefly mentioned it earlier. It's
Hello.
the Friality Somnishader. And yes, hello.
I'm getting like a fucking beanbag chair wedgie, man.
A fate worse than death.
It is kind of. My balls are all scrunched up. He's the top that acts like a zoomer bottom. What? Who? What?
Oh no.
You talking about Batuga? Do you act like a zoomer bottom?
What does that even mean?
Yeah, what does that mean? I don't know what that
doesn't
means.
make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, what exactly does the like crossover here of like what does it take from being a zoomer that makes it any one bottom a zoomer specifically?
Definitely the old Tron. The new Tron doesn't look as much like the old Tron as I thought. I see. On
Oh, this is
Discord.
what I get for not charging my trackers.
Oh, you dead already? You've been here for like 5 minutes. That's crazy.
Yeah, no. Oh, well, I've been here for 40 minutes. When I
He
came
has
in,
puppy
everything was at,
vibes?
like 20%.
That's because Batuga is a puppy. He's a dog.
Well,
Puppy.
currently in a cat avatar base, but
That's true. There's 2 Tron worlds in the game. No, there is a Tron world in Kingdom Hearts 3 Dream Drop Distance and a Tron World in Kingdom Hearts 2. That's different, sir. That's a cat.
Sir, that is a cat.
A lot of dogs secretly wish that they were cats, and I don't.
That's
I
not
don't
true.
blame
It's the
them,
other way
honestly.
around. It's severely the other way around. Every cat is into pup play because they think it's a kink to be like woof woof bark bark.
That's
Then they
fiction.
appropriate our culture.
I did not appropriate anything about dogs. Like all of my dog accessories were imposed upon me.
Non-consensually imposed.
Non-consensually
The
imposed.
follower didn't like give us context about what a. Well, what does he say? What does he say? Like a
Being
boomer bottom?
a zoomer
a
bottom,
zoomer
but you are a top
bottom?
or
Yeah,
something.
and he just goes. And he just says.
It will
"I
not
don't know."
elaborate.
He just has puppy life.
Does not elaborate.
Does not elaborate.
Thank you.
If the suits look gray with glowy bits, it's old Tron, but black with less glowy bits is new Tron. I feel like glowy bits should have been like new Tron, right? It seems to me that like it should be more glowy if it's in CGI. Asus is vibrating. If they have an Elvis haircut, they're a genius. They're a genius, it's Neutron. Stop saying Neutron.
Neutron, Jimmy Neutron.
This is no longer a horror stream. It is now
This
a
is
Jimmy,
Jimmy
Neutron,
Neutron
stream.
stream. Fuck, it's
Let's
so
go.
dumb. You like Archie's
Yeah,
circle
this stream is
glasses?
Going to some
Yeah,
places.
that's
isn't
what I
it?
was saying. Thank you for a minute ago. I saw that.
Biting
Thank you.
me for fan bite.
Do you need help? I'll just...
Not a
Pass
horse
it on. I
room.
gotta help. I gotta do my...
Everyone do your
Stop!
part.
You could bite me plenty this weekend already. You don't want to bite me again. Okay.
Bite each other during the movie. Neil.
Plushies
During
don't bite.
Zootopia
This one
2.
does. This one
I
does.
bite if it's in the person's interest that I bite.
Stop trying to make it a vor stream. Drop your jaw when you see some old movies with crazy special effects. Yeah, we used to be a country. We used to make things.
Yeah, a sub should be called a
Country, that's
patron.
Crazy.
A patron. So
Yeah.
does that imply that everybody that like pays you for money on Patreon is one of your subs? Like as an actual like Dom sub?
You know, I wish that was the case, but it's more like you're beholden to like dozens, if not hundreds, of sugar daddies and sugar mommies.
Good night, Seal. I did watch. The
we're
thing was
getting this
great.
stream canceled.
Hi, crew. We're gonna get the stream.
Listen,
If I haven't gotten the stream canceled in 5 years, I don't think you can do much to stop it at this point.
Yeah, I'm holding my tongue. I'm being good.
Real models and built with giant sets. Well, everything now is like not even special effects, right? They don't even do location filming. They just do that thing where they have like a big TV screen and then they fill the TV screen with like a picture of like wherever they want to film. They don't even do on-site location like filming or whatever, right? And then they just like walk through like the valley of death or whatever in like a big white box. I think it makes it feel more realistic than tons and tons of CGI and green screens. I mean, like, that's because, like, the physics on, like, the CGI is never accurate, right? The lighting ends up looking like sludge. Well, yeah, everything is, like they just, like, evenly light all the faces so that, like, everything is just flat face or whatever. Like the Minecraft movie. More like the green screen Minecraft. It's like alternate reality Minecraft. It's like you put on an Apple Air headset or whatever, and then you played Minecraft, and then you filmed it and said, "Chicken jockey."
I think that more movies should have a thing that causes like tweens to riot in that way. Like I love that they created a cultural movement that turned basically everybody under the age of 14 into sleeper agents. And if we could find a way to harness that,
We gotta harness that
like,
energy
outside
for good.
outside of the setting of a movie theater, Like we could do great and terrible things, like as a civilization.
True. Yeah, it's true. We gotta harness the kids. We got a sleeper agent chicken jockey into a political movement. We can finally have universal income if we can just figure out how to turn chicken jockey into political activism.
Yeah. We need to chicken jockey to the polls.
We can chicken
Yeah, I was
jockey
about to
our
crack
way
that
to
joke.
socialism.
All ride unicycles and tricycles with cardboard chicken, Minecraft chickens on them.
Yeah. This kid wouldn't mind getting harnessed.
Oh my.
Ah, Bach.
Imagine. Just wish it
Yeah,
were
no,
some.
that's-
What?
That isn't the topic that we need to explore, I don't think.
Someone yell chicken jockey when the presidential motorcade drives by. Do you think that Trump knows what chicken jockey is?
It would be funny to make like a Segway or one of those little unicycles that's just a little chicken.
I've never seen somebody chicken jockey at a furry con. I feel like maybe I'm not part of that movement. I'm too old. I'm too boomer. I'm too unk.
Because they didn't bring the actual chicken to throw across the room.
Yeah. I think Trump knows who he is. True. Yeah, true. There's a rumor that Half-Life 3 may use some kind of AI-driven physics engine, which is far more efficient than doing it all with math the traditional way. I mean, okay, the problem is that they're going to say it's an AI physics engine, right? And then everybody's going to be like, no, AI bad NPC moment, right? Like, okay, but like, the problem is that what they mean by AI physics engine is actually like a statistical model version of physics, which is not actually calculating physics. It's calculating the average way that physics would translate in that moment, because obviously it's not a large language model. It's like a math model. And then everybody's going to be like, AI bad. And then they're going to be like, no, you don't understand. We don't mean LLM. We mean we wrote a statistical model to predict physics. And then everybody's going to rage about it. And then Half-Life 3 will sell 5 copies. They should just not use the word AI.
I think that if Valve were to use AI in anything, that would do is like that would have the opposite of the intended effect, or the expected effect, right? Like that would flip public, at least in the mind of the gamer consciousness. It would flip the popular
night,
opinion
Echo.
of AI.
Good night, Echo. Have a good one. When I was younger, I saw an old movie and said, ew, gross. But now if I don't see film grade, I say, ew, gross. You know, I'm kind of getting there, actually. There was a time when I kind of hated movies from the 70s and 80s because I was like, ew, it's so ugly. And now, like, when I watch it, I, like, think about, like, what the vibe of, like the 70s and the 80s were. And, like, imagining myself, like, living in that time and watching that movie. And then it kind of brings me into it. And it goes, like, I could like, see myself being like, damn, that's kind of cool, actually. I thought I missed a sub. You know what I mean? Paw. What if they used AI to create 3D models in Blender and to animate and create realistic scenes? Would that be more useful? That's LLM, though. That's different. And that's stealing jobs from artists. We don't want that.
I have tried models that because like all of the coordinate information for like a point cloud, right, is that can all be generated with ASCII. So there are 3D model formats that ChatGPT can spit out that you can copy paste into Blender, and they're all ass.
Yeah,
It
they're
does
not
not know.
Doesn't understand.
It is so far from being fit for purpose for creating 3D models that I'm certain that we're at least five years out before that's a real threat.
Yeah. I sort of feel that way. Like I feel like moving into like movies and like seeing them in like the time frame with they were made and appreciating them for that is like a different thing. And like it took me a while to get there, like where I feel that. But now I can like watch a movie from. It's not my preference. I think I usually prefer to watch movies like made in like the 90s and 2000s. I think that's like my favorite movie scene era. But Why can't artists learn to use AI to make their jobs easier? So actually, it's actually it is a valid question, because like there is like the concept of what like people like, where it's like, oh well, Excel made computers easier, right? So it's like, why is this not a tool that people can use to make art better, right? And I heard an artist put it this way, which I thought was really smart, which is like, the purpose for an artist, the purpose of doing the art isn't in the fact that you've made a thing. The point of the art isn't in the finished product of the art. Doing the art is the point of the art, right? So like, when you take the purpose or the method out of the art, it doesn't feel like art anymore. It's just results oriented, which is not the point, right? It's the making process, right? Like if you liked making things out of wood, but then you just could like 3D print things, obviously that's like a thing you can do. Would you still want to make 3D printed wood? Like would you still want to carve out of wood, right? You would, because that's your thing, right? You're making a thing, and that's the thing that you enjoy doing. It's about the doing of the thing, right? And the human touch of the thing.
Yeah, that's why like I make outfits like this. It is not for the finished product, even though I like, I have an idea that I want to follow through on it. It is fun for me to like figure out how this is a problem to be solved and what all I need to do in the process of trying my best to make it.
I did a NerdCon, and there was a talk about scientific like AI, and that's actually a physics translator from parameters and observation that can map and detect supernovas and that kind of stuff with pretty high accuracy. Because it's actually using a physics model trained different, and they want to connect that model to an LLM chat and ask the universe. That's so like, it doesn't. Okay, I have done AI directed research, like in my work, right? So I'm a histologist in some capacity, so I do like staining. So one of the things that we do is like H&E stains, which is like basically finding tumor versus stroma tissue in like a piece of tissue, okay? And I worked with a collaborator to try to like prove that, or they wanted to make an AI version of an H&E stain, and it was so ass at it. Like, it was literally worthless. It did literally nothing. And I'm sure maybe at someday it would, but like the thing to remember is that an LLM is just a text predictor. And while there's a difference between that and a mathematical model, like that's doing like generative physics, we've had those generative physics models for a long time. And they are completely different than what people mean by AI with LLMs, right? An LLM can never make something. It doesn't know anything. It is a state-based system. So it can't know anything. It's just predicting how to best satisfy what you're asking of it, like, or whatever the next word is, right? So it doesn't know anything. It can't make anything.
Yeah, it's just like a statistical model of like, oh, this is a question that I have recognized in the massive amounts of data that I have swallowed. I have seen several questions that are very similar to this, and based on the answers that are in my enormous data set, I can then predict what an answer would be appropriate to look like, but it doesn't have any concept of what it is actually saying. It's like, you're rolling the dice and it's going to give you like, there's a pretty good chance it'll give you like a 6 or a 7 or an 8 just statistically, because like that's how dice break down.
Mod, somebody get this guy. Not you.
I was not looking at. Oh, did chat? Okay.
6, 7. Anyway, yeah. Like, okay, and Bandit, you're asking like, what's the, like, you're still doing the thing, just changing the tools you used to do the thing, and like I again, I get what you're saying, but like, I have tried generating images using AI. And as an artist, all it does is just piss me off. It just makes me mad. Like, not because of like literally not because of like what it makes. Cause like sometimes it makes things that are like reasonable looking. But like, I literally can draw something easier and get what I want out of it directly what I want by drawing it myself than I could by like trying to fight the AI and tell it what I want it to do. Because the AI is because it's a statistical model, it wants to do the same poses and the same lighting and the same scenes and the same things because it's trying to find the like statistical middle ground of whatever that art is. So if, the problem is that 99 like most art is not good art, right? The images that are on the internet aren't good. So what you get out of AI and AI generated images are the most mid-ass boring compositions that anyone has ever dreamed of. It is the most average. It's like if somebody took a photo on your iPhone and it's like, hey, look, a picture of my wedding. And it's like saying, I could hire a wedding photographer that knows what they're doing, or I could just take pictures with my iPhone. And it's like, yeah, your iPhone pictures are going to be supremely mid, right? That's the difference.
It's also just completely ass at creating anything that is narrative and something that it's really, really, really bad at. And I think like the new Google model Nano Banana is supposed to be better for this. And I only know this because I have to use Photoshop at my day job, which includes that. The something that generative AIs are hideous at is taking feedback. Like you can generate a bunch of images, but you cannot then go in and say, okay, I like this, but give me this, but say like change these pots to like a different color.
Yeah, it's so like stupid.
Maybe change the pose of this one particular, like it will only generate new images. It cannot make
you can edits. Do in painting or whatever, but it gets to a point where you're like, I might as well have just drawn this myself. Right.
Yeah, Nano Banana is supposed the limited amount that I've seen of it. It is they're doing some interesting work there in terms of like making edits possible, but I'm skeptical that I think that'll I just Nano Banana. Okay.
It's just mid and boring, and like I said, it just makes me very like the pictures that it makes are boring for the most part. Like they can be conceptually like they are exactly what you typed in or whatever, but it's like yeah.
Also, yeah, sorry, I saw a chance to balance out.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
We now we're.
Can't you direct the AI to draw something in your own style? Like. It's still okay. Keeping in mind, again, I'm not trying to like make it because I think a lot of people will like address these questions and say like, oh well, aren't these obvious and like, or like just be like, well, we're not going to talk about it because it's like, or because it's like not something that like is appetizing or whatever to people. But like, I understand people like thinking these things if you're not an artist or you don't draw. But like, when you say like, can you train the AI on your style? Yes, technically, keeping in mind that. Then the AI only knows however many images you give it. So unless you've drawn every pose of everything that has ever existed, and then you give it like multiple copies of every time that you've done that, it will do a bad job of it. Because it doesn't know.
You can superficially like emulate a specific artist's style, but it is still like even then like it still has to draw from like another like massive amount of data. So it will have the surface appearance of a specific artist style, but it it's going to be drawing all of the information about poses and stuff from a library of other artists' work that you have not given it yourself.
Yeah, like similar with my like AI H&E stains for like biology, right? Like we gave it like hundreds of them, but like that's not enough. You need like hundreds of thousands of them, and even then it can't actually predict real life because every single time I cut a new slice of a tumor and stain it, it will literally be a new organization that has never been seen before in like the history of the universe, right? So it can't really predict it other than in broad strokes. And then that's not really ground truth or interesting to science, right? It only knows what it knows and it can't create. It can't do anything new. And part of the joy in art is making something new, right? So for me, I think, I mean, there are 4 artists here. I don't think Misu draws, but like,
No,
yeah.
I used to.
Like, I enjoy the creation process. When I sit down to draw, it's like meditative and fun, and like, it's like this thing, and it's like so satisfying to take this thing out of your brain and like put it on a page, and then like get it to improve at it and get better, and like, you know, learn the skill is like so fun. I don't know, like, it's like a whole thing.
All right, I should probably get ready for bed.
Okay.
It is. Wow, I'm down to almost no battery in even my hands.
I'm on 70.
Yeah. Chat, I apologize for taking Sync away from you for this weekend.
Yeah, you better apologize. They're so mad at you.
They're
They're like, we could have had a stream, but
this
instead
is-
we just have to be alone
the
with our
clan
thoughts.
club. I didn't know this until now, but the clan club is built on Mad at You Island.
It is mad at you, Island. Exactly.
All right, you all have a good night, and
Yeah.
I
Good night,
don't.
Kit, and I'll see you
I
tomorrow.
entered this sentence without an exit plan. Good night.
Good night. If it excites investors, it's snake oil. That's pretty true. Actually, that's kind of funny. Like, when I was working at my one company, there was like this thing where like we knew that the VPs and the CEOs didn't actually have any fucking clue what they knew, what they wanted, or like what was good for their own company. So like pretty often, me and my like coworkers would conspire to just like be working on a project in the back, like whatever you call it, like on the back burner to like, but we like would never present on our data. We would never tell anyone what we were doing. We were just sort of like working on something in the background. And then like inevitably one of the VPs or like whatever would suddenly have an idea. It's like, oh my God, what if we did blank? And like, we're like, wow, you're so smart. Yeah, that's such a great idea. You know what? Let me get you some data on that to see if that'll work or not. But it's actually the thing that we've been making for like a year and a half or whatever. And then they were like, you know what? It does look like that'll work. And then we look like fucking super geniuses because we just make the thing. Yeah, your text again. You're just a picture in my computer now. I guess you were a picture in my computer a second ago too.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, it's just like the VPs and CEOs, they're literally like celebrity. They're performative celebrities. Like they don't actually know anything. Sometimes they know like they're like salespeople or whatever, right? They don't actually know anything about science, and they're just like, oh, I know how to give a good speech. And then like you make a thing and you give it them that thing, and they're like, you made this? I made this. And then they go and brag to all their friends about the thing that they made or whatever, and then they get big bucks. It's so stupid. They're very dumb. We should eat them. Stop trying to make it a vor stream. I'm gonna bonk all of you.
Self-consciousness?
I
Please,
guess the
doll.
chat has
I'm
just
already
not
10 steps
eaten
ahead of whatever
anything
rusty thought
today.
machine you're worshipping. If
Got the
AI is a
munchies,
lie,
huh?
then I'm the punchline with bare hair. You gonna question my genius next? Keep talking,
No.
raccoon. Just don't touch my trash pile.
Don't touch my trash pile. It's 9:21. I gotta end stream at some point so I can go hang out with my friends. Oh, but that means I gotta do wing hugs at some point here. Soon. Also, I have some more chicken wings to eat.
Soon.
Soon. Peace-key. Power attracts those who are inherently unworthy of it. They always say that you like get promoted to the level where you're incompetent, or I'm gonna fucking wedgie again. Oh, you're incompetent or whatever. Ask the AI to generate an image of you imagining in your head, and then do your own thing in your hand that brings your image to life in the medium of your choice. But like, it's not shortcutting anything. Like, genuinely, I can't explain. Like, I said this earlier. I can literally draw a picture that I want it to be that picture faster than I can direct the AI to like make me the picture. Dude, you're getting a lot of compliments about how cute you are.
I am.
Yeah. People
I
like
appreciate
you.
it.
Free Shavako, dude.
The microwave.
I don't know. I used to have a coworker when I was working in computers like a million years ago that like when we would hang out, we would just say Simlish to each other. I don't remember any of it
also,
anymore.
my cat wants to be here. Hi, virtual cat. You can't see her, but she's here.
You're lucky that I'm in VR and I can't fix that right now. Every bean on screen is adorable. Hang on. Beans.
Oh yeah, do we all have to contribute if bean redeem happens?
I don't know. I don't have foot bean redeems on right now. But presumably, yeah, for pause. Yeah. I usually make my guests do beans.
This is locking too.
What about an AI that can map your electroencephalic levels? I don't know what that means.
Maybe I can.
Into actual real thoughts and images. You're talking about Gen AI, and Gen AI is not a thing. Lizard. I would feel differently about AI if it was a general AI or whatever, but we don't have that, so. Beans.
I added those, by the way.
Thanks for asking.
This one does not start with beans.
I'm gonna move a little closer. Actually, I feel like if I do, Batuga's not. Now Snowy's asking to join. I should have said that I was streaming in my thing. I forgot. I don't know if people know that I'm on stream or not. Does Snowy know I'm on stream? Can you ask Snowy if they know I'm on stream?
Yeah, let me check.
I mean, Snowy can come hang out. I'm fine with it. I just don't want to like put people on stream that don't, you know. That redeem sounds like it's in the room with you. I know. Actually, who is it? What's his name? There's somebody I watch on stream that's another furry streamer that has like a knock 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 sound redeem. That shit literally sounds like inside my skull. It's crazy.
Oh, I know that exact sound you're talking about.
Yeah, it's awful.
I have a friend that has that as a soundboard.
Yeah,
and I will fuck with people with it.
It's literally in my head, man. It's crazy. Like that scared the shit out of me.
Sounds like it's like you're like knocking on someone's fucking
skull.
It's like dun.
Yeah. It's so fucked up. Like I think that happened to me when I was like watching somebody stream at like 2 a.m. or something like that. It's just dark as hell. And then I just like dog. I jumped out of my I swear to God, I about shit myself.
I would like hear that exact sound on Corgi streams all the time where he's playing like spooky games. Like someone would just like throw like a bit redeem and you just hear that like cock, and the moment like something scary is gonna happen and he scares them every fucking time.
You did that to me earlier with the licks because I was playing Lumines and I like had your window behind me, so I paused, like I turn around and check on and listen, and then you just started doing that licking, and it was like right fucking behind my head. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy, Raccoon Tur. Yeah, Astolfo, you better not forget your collar. You need that. You're going to be in a lot of trouble if you forget your collar.
That's crazy.
The lizard sound redeem does sound like it's inside my head, though. I agree. It does sound like it's directly inside my skull. I would agree with you.
Lizard.
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 Lizard. You guys are just lucky I don't have the knock sound redeem.
Lizard.
Fact that how a 3-letter long in English bat translates to Murcielago. Wait, Murcielago is bat? Isn't that an island or something? No, wait, that's a car. A Murcielago? Isn't it a car?
Well, that's also how you say bat in Spanish.
Is it actually?
Lizard.
Yeah.
Do you think if we redeem it,
funny,
I'll forget?
Funny enough, for anyone that watches Bleach, like some like the classic villains, like when they transform, they literally say like an animal's name before they transform into that animal.
Batman drives a Murcielago. Isn't that? Oh,
Yeah.
that makes so much sense. Wait, no, that can't. Wait, am I being gaslamped?
No.
I feel like I'm
That's
being
just a thing.
gaslamped. That's real? Because like that sounds like
It's
too
real.
on the nose, right? It's like, oh, Batman drives a car that's literally named Bat, and it's like literally a Bat car. That's crazy. It's like when a vampire shouts Bat when transforming.
Now imagine, like, didn't they shorten like batarangs because as a shortening? But then if you fucking call them that in Spanish, the Murcielago rings.
Murcielago ring. Murcielago. It's the Mur car. Mur-per car.
Mercar.
Yeah, Mur-per car.
Perfect.
Some people have Mur suits. I've got a Mur car.
I think one of like the silliest things I ever see anyone put on a car is like they give it eyelashes. I'm like, what even is the point of that? Besides making it look stupid.
Yeah, isn't there a song that like says Lamborghini Mercy or something like that?
But yeah, I let Snowy know,
Okay.
and she's
what?
willing to pop by for a second.
Oh, she wants to come by.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm gonna end stream in a little bit here anyway. How do you say the Spanish pronunciation of the U in Spanish? You guys speak Spanish?
No, unfortunately.
That guy speaks Spanish.
I am.
You say it.
What?
The car, Murcielago or whatever.
That's how you say it.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say. That's how you say it.
Are you from? Where are you from?
Me?
Yeah.
Cali.
I feel like a bunch of my friends that are amazing artists are all Mexican.
I mean, that is my race.
Mods, dox this puppy.
I wasn't born in the.
Speaking of puppy,
Hi, Snowy.
It's a Snowy.
Hi, Snowy.
Mods, dox this dog. Murcielago. I don't know, man. You
should look up. You should look up how we say otter in Spanish.
How do you say otter in Spanish?
Like otter at all?
Yeah, like there's like coital
remember.
and Paco and Tiesi and Bato and like every artist is an amazing. Like every amazing artist is Mexican. Like they're all it's crazy. There's like a fucking Mexican art cartel.
It's like I remember when I was getting pony art, I would always find these really beautiful art pieces, and I'd find the artist, and it's like I'm like, oh, what's your pricing? Like $30. I'm like, what? And then you go to send the money, and it's like a Russian address. I'm like, oh, they're all Russian.
Hispanic artists are on the rise. So true. Yeah, Nutria also. That's true.
I had an artist friend that like did like 2 characters with full rendered backgrounds for like $50 back in the day.
Do you know what's crazy?
Like, you're actually insane if you're doing that.
That is crazy. Yeah, that is crazy.
Like people, and I was like, telling you need to up the price a bit more, and then another friend of ours was taking advantage of that and was like, make me a whole freaking like 40-page comic.
Yo, it's crazy.
Like, how much is he paying you?
And if there's other,
like, better not be $50 a page.
If there's other dragons in chat that have like, if you commission dragon art, you will agree. Every dragon artist is Russian. They're all Russian. Every single one. Every single time I go to commission art, like dragon art, it's always a Russian, and I'm always paying with Boosty. It's crazy. I'm gonna like do this so that like I get.
Boosty, yeah.
It's always Boosty.
Do you ever get a dragon surcharge on your art?
No.
They're like, I have to draw scales and
No.
wings. Oh, good.
No, because the dragon I'm already commissioning dragon artists. They don't charge me extra for wings.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get
They will,
Bado's
like,
face in frame.
charge you more.
I guess I could like go lower and then like point up too.
I
Like
mean,
this.
I could switch to my otter.
No,
or
you're good. I
could
can
just
do
shrink
this.
myself.
I'm a professional video gamer and I can figure this out.
Ooh.
Professional video gamer.
It's true. I literally get paid to play video games.
That is true. I wish I could
And now
do
my
that.
beans are more in
Four
frame,
friends,
so people
huh?
will love that.
Fine. There's Snowquake the
Hey,
perpetually
there you
damp
go,
ferret,
that's how you drive
Beanbag
the
Jones,
viewers.
Sentient Couch Crumb, Glittergut the Crab Influencer,
They don't have
and
to worry
Barry,
about me.
just
They'll
Barry.
focus on his
They
beans the
tromp
whole
in,
time.
leave seaweed smells, and steal my snacks.
So guys, tag
Elegant crew
yourself.
of fools, perfect
Beanbag-
reflection of Champ himself.
Which one of you is Snoutquake, Beanbag Jones, Glittergut the Crab, and Barry? Tag yourself. You keep your dragons wingless. I mean, some people do. Some people do. Is that Mendo? Mendo is insane. Who is Mendo? Show you the beans, guys.
Mendo.
Barry,
Beans.
just a berry.
Beans.
Beans.
Is Noodles a pirate tonight? I don't know. He's kind of being a sassy bitch today. He kind of like started off on the wrong foot and he's just spiraled into being a bitch. He's been very mad today. Turn a noun into an adverb and add on it. This is like the German thing. Every word is just like 8 words. Argentina artist that did similar prices that Bat mentioned. That's crazy. I have gotten some crazy cheap art before. Even like, I don't know, like the guy I commissioned the most for my dragon art is still pretty cheap. But like, it's probably sounds expensive relative to everything. Like it's like $200, $300 for a piece of art. But for like what I'm getting, it's like way cheap actually, to be honest. Dude, this song's kind of a bop.
That's when you just come in with the big tip.
I'm on this artist's favorite customers list, which I didn't know until yesterday. I did not know this. I was like, this is not something I was hoping to achieve or anything like that. But like the other day, they were like, I'm giving my favorite customers 10% off of this YCH, and then like literally showed a list of their favorite customers, and I was like,
short words in English
what?
that turn into long word in Spanish bat to Murcielago
actually
sync
crazy.
sincronization
Proper
alimentación alimentar.
Now the problem with that as a flex is that what it means actually is that I've given them way too much money.
Way too much.
Way too much money. Like it's actually kind of a mark of shame. It's like, look at this motherfucker. He's giving me like $4,000. Oh God. That it, yeah.
Have you ever done that where you're on a subscription for somebody like a Patreon, and then you look at the date that you subscribed on, then you do the calculation.
And it's like, oh yeah, I've given them like,
and you're like, oh no,
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
yeah.
One easy hack to become an artist's favorite customer. Yeah, if I do give them thousands of dollars, it's probably pretty easy to become like one of their favorite customers. Yeah. Like, and the other thing is that like when I commission people and I like almost never give significant edits. I'm just like, yeah, here's money. Whatever you give me is fine.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Even though I'm an artist too, but like I experience so many different things that no other artist has ever experienced in their career. So
Really?
it's like, for example,
Unique
like,
experiences.
I would join like art, like so let me give you an example here. I will go to I'll like watch like my friends or whatever, you know, for example, like TSE, you know, he does his raffles, right? His art raffles. A couple of years ago, when I think it was like his second year of running a Patreon doing the art raffles, where I won the raffle, and it's like a really rare case of when I do, and someone commented saying that like but isn't Bat an artist? So why are artists like joining art raffles?
No.
And I'm like, because I can't.
Ooh.
Okay.
Damn.
You could just get it. You could just draw it yourself. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That was like their mentality, and that's exactly what they said too.
Yeah.
It was like, and they're like, oh, I don't believe that an artist should like join an art like raffle.
Yeah, you shouldn't commission other artists too. That's fucked up too. You're taking the commission slots from other people.
Yeah, and then like,
and
then TSC was like,
good.
Yeah, and then TSC was like, well, he wanted fair and square, so I don't see what the problem is. Also, he's a friend, so what it like? I don't know what else to do. I also like drawing his dog. And then all I said, I was like, man, imagine being so mad that you didn't win a raffle.
Yeah. Like, I don't think people get that, like, just because you draw art doesn't mean that you don't want, like, other people's art. Because, like, the reason a lot of us became an artist is because we were, like, inspired and liked other people's art. So getting other people's art is still, like, intensely, like, rewarding and fun.
Yeah, I have news for you about most of the money that I earn with commissions.
use it. Yeah, and all the art I commission is literally like for me to study how people draw like my characters, so then I can like.
That's so
like,
good. That's a great point. I've never tried that, but that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there'll be a case where like, oh, I can't draw like Connor looking up in a certain angle, but then when someone else draws it, they do the whole thing, and I'm just like freaking just studying that shit. And just, like,
that makes sense. Yeah.
All right, so let me try. Yeah. So it's like I don't know what people want from me, or like other
free Rin look. Yeah, you know what the free Rin looking up meme?
Like those. Yeah.
Everybody's like looking at the art that like, the face looks all fucked up. That's so good. Yeah. It's so good.
Like that was so legendary.
It's great.
Another thing was like those NSFW animations I have. Someone was like getting upset that like I gotten so many. Like, you don't understand that the artist literally started with like, oh, I'm gonna do like these rough sketch animations for like $100, and then later down the line, people were like, trying to snatch like those cheap animation prices, but then like he upped the prices a bit more, and I'm like, each one I gotten was literally timed like a couple months from the next, because I'm not gonna be like dumping a ton of money every freaking time the dude does a stream and it's like, oh look, animation YCH, here you go, like first 5 people that claim it, boom, done. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna watch and chill for a bit. And then other cases were like, oh, friends wanted to be
likable,
part of it, and they paid half. Yeah.
Hi.
So it's like, sorry for being irresponsible with my money.
We're talking about art and artists. Bye, Taro. Also, yeah, hi, Gino. I'm not streaming on Saturday, so I decided I would do a Wednesday stream because I can't stream on Saturday. So I wanted to get at least one stream in this week. My tummy tracker fucked? No, that's a good. This is always so funny when I do this.
I still say your improvement in art is very impressive thing. Like you. I'm actually impressed.
I study a lot. Like, yeah, that's sort of the key, is that like I found time to study and everything like that. Oh, I don't know if I've shown you my newest thing. I think you'd be really impressed. Hang on, let me show you. I gotta get my
So I also showed you the 2 drawings I was telling you about before on the chat before I joined. So funny story about these 2 is that the first one was the actual person that commissioned these 2 colored sketches for me. So he's like, oh, draw one of my Sona and then draw one of our friend Sona as a surprise. But then I did both of them today. I was like, there are a couple things I could have done a lot better, but he still liked it, the way it looked and everything. But then I did the second one and I was like, how the fuck did that like my anatomy and style change completely from the first one?
Every once in a while I'll draw something and I'm like, how did I do this? Like who took over my hands? This art that I just showed you is such a case.
Oh my god.
It's really good, right?
Holy shit, what the hell?
Yeah. I don't know what happened to me.
Your fur detail is a lot better than mine. Holy shit,
I studied it a little bit and I just started experimenting with some feelings, like just a vibe to it, and then I was like, oh, it just worked. And I was like, oh dude, I think I have a style, right? Like, and it just worked. I liked it.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is like I do a lot of that where I'm just like, what if I just try this and see what that looks like? And then I you know what I mean? The reason I've improved so much in the last year is because like my mindset changed from like, oh, if I draw it and I hate it, then I've ruined the picture, to if I try it and I hate it, then I can just draw it again.
What?
Yeah, like I'll have people like trying to like tell me like the freaking BS. So like, oh, like don't be so hard on yourself. You're just being so hard on yourself. You're such a good artist. I was like, you don't understand. This is what we do. We don't tell ourselves that we're not like good, that we're not gonna improve. Because if I'm gonna be like constantly all the time be like, oh, I did this shit so perfectly, it's fucking God tier, then what is the point?
Yeah, usually I hate the art I do when I finish it, but like when I start it, I love it. And like I will love it 90% of the way, and then after I finish it, the thing is I've learned something as I did that piece of art. And so now I see the errors that I made at the beginning and I hate it, but like I loved making it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then people look at it, they're like, wow, that's so good, and I'm like, thanks, I hate it. Like
that's exactly how I feel with the very first sketch I did of us, so with our otters. Like the I still haven't touched it. I will open it and be like, I am gonna fuck this shit up if I actually start doing the line art and clean up.
That's actually
like, it just looks so good.
Something
the way it looks right now.
Yeah, I always hated my line art, right? And so like, but like you can see my line art has gotten a lot better. But like,
yeah,
one of the things I saw somebody say this on, like I've turned my TikTok into like a de facto like art teacher, which is kind of funny because like I just like follow a bunch of people that do art lessons and like art tips and whatever. And one thing that I saw was like, part of the reason your line art and your ink suck is because you're treating them like line art instead of treating it like a cleaned up sketch that you're just drawing over, and using the energy and the technique that you use to sketch for your finished line art. And if you do that and like you do it more sketchy, but you like, and you have the same handed energy movement that you do when you draw your sketch, you'll have more refined, interesting line art. And I think that's part of why like my fur texture and everything like that and those lines feels like they do now, is because like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna like sort of do my ink like it's sketch, and I'll add little extra little like little hash marks and like little stuff for shading and stuff, like, and I think it like has added a lot of vibes to it. Another thing I saw was like another person was like, bro, stop trying so hard on your line art, because like when like genuinely, because like the thing is that like you do your line art, you try so hard and it looks like ass or whatever, and it's like you don't even got to do all that. You could just sketch and then just paint over top of it, and you'll do more art in less time, and no one will even notice your line art.
Yeah, that's exactly what like those two drawings. Because they're both like color sketch commissions.
Exactly.
Because like I had like especially like TSC, he always will like have me on chokehold with like whenever we do like multi streams, and he'll see me like doing like a cleanup on the sketch that I'm working on, and he'd be like, oh my god, like your line art is so good. I was like, I didn't even started my line art.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, then what is it that you're doing here?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Like, this is the cleanup sketch. Like I'm gonna start the line art after I clean this up a bit, so I know what I'm working with. And he goes, no, why would you do that?
Because you have so much energy and life in your sketch, right? And it's like, no, it looks perfect. Just put color on it. It's great. Like like the one I just showed you, I keep trying to do like line over art over it to clean it up, but the more every time I do it, I'm like, I should just color this because I like this. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
1 second.
And then like I would tell him, I was like, well, I'm just gonna continue what I'm gonna do just to piss you off. And he goes, no, why would you do that? I was like, you don't tell me what to do. You work on your thing, I work on mine. But like, I don't know, like but now I've been seeing like a lot of artists like one I commissioned recently that I've been wanting to commission for a while. All he does is just like color sketches, and that's all. Like I never see him do like solid line art or anything like that. It's just like get like sketch lines, and then he just colors it, and it just looks amazing. And then I look at his, and I'm like, I wish my shit looks clean. And then and then we start sharing sketches, and he goes like, what the fuck, your lines look so clean. I was like, this is my cleanup sketch. You're actually insane.
Yeah. You can go to a step further and do only colors. That is true. But like, I think that like my mindset for like sketching has switched to from like stop thinking about my sketch as like what I showed you should be considered my line art, really, right? And stop trying to like overthink it and like, because like the actual sketch, like I would say that I do 3 per drawing. Like it took me 3 refinements to get to where it is right now. And my first one is literally like to anybody that's not an artist would be illegible nothing. It's like sticks and spheres. Like it's nothing. You know what I mean? Like it's nothing. And it's just like me blocking it out, and then like I'll take that and then I'll like refine that a little bit to like where like the major shapes are starting to take place, and I like sort of like the forms that I'm seeing. And then I take that and I usually draw that really small, and then I'll blow it up really big. And then I do a refined sketch version where I take that and I refine the anatomy. And this is the phase where I like really try to bring the structure into the picture and make sure that all the structure and vibes feel right. I try not to get too detailed. I'll do like big fur blocks and like whatever, but I don't do like the little like ticky-tacky fur that you see in that picture. And then if I like that, I will move into what I just sent you. And that I'm trying to get away from thinking of that as like what I think you said, like a cleaned up sketch. And instead thinking about that as like, this is the line. It's just that I happen to like doing line art with a sketchy brush. Right?
Yeah.
The caveman phase of sketch. It really is. It's just like, oh, what if body turned this way? And like, it usually takes me like 8 of those before I'm like, okay, I like it. You want to see it in
real quick here? Seeing that like, I've been noticing I'm beginning a lot better at drawing like VRChat models. Like, like I'm just like, I guess I see the things so fucking much, even though I'm not in VRChat like everybody else is like every day. But like, I think I showed this to you like, the other day, but I guess you were like busy or something. But I was like, I did this, and I'm just like, man, it actually looks like the model.
Indy, I just realized that like, you don't look at your Telegram. Hang on. Do I have you on Discord?
Yeah, still waiting on that response, by the way.
Oh yeah, I've been busy.
Yeah, you're fine. I'm messing with you.
I don't know how to find Indy. Find or start a conversation in. There you are.
I was going to say I need to shame my cat because she yelled at me for like 15 solid minutes until I got up to let her out of the room. The door was open. It was 2 inches wide open, and she very easily could have worked her way out. She decided that it was more important that she yell at me for it.
A midlife crisis of artists. I feel like everybody goes through that. Like I did that when I was like, I think everybody has phases of that as an artist, where like you start like seeing all the flaws in your art and feeling like you've drawn the same poses a billion times, and then you get like frustrated at yourself, and then you like just stop doing art for a while. Yeah. Thank you, Andy. Thank you.
That like a friend of mine will commission a lot, but the thing I noticed when I look at the artist's gallery, they draw exactly the same pose. It's literally the same pose over and over.
I am realizing that I draw the same like face angle a lot, and like I genuinely need to like stop for like a little bit and go and do some studying to like get out of that habit, because like it's like technically it's like left facing or right facing or slightly different, but I'm like, I really need to find some like I need to practice like my front facing or like the free rin look up pose or things like that, you know what I mean? So I do also need to work on that.
I do have some things that can some like references that like I don't know if you've seen that where it's like, oh, like a dog's head and it just shows it in all the angles and like up and down all that. I have a lot of those I could send you.
That would be good. Like what I need to do is just get back to like, because I've been stuck a little bit lately doing finished pictures, and I need to like find time to do study, which I haven't done in a little bit. I really want to do some painting study for color theory, and then like also work on like certain anatomy. Like I try to do a little bit of anatomy work here or there, but yeah.
I still have to practice like my shaping a bit more, because it like a lot of my sketches will only look good when I do the cleanup, but when I'm doing like the roughs, like it just looks like I'm drawing as like I was like a third grader or something.
Maushi, how fucking dare you call me out like this? That's just fucking rude. That's just so rude.
That's crazy.
It's crazy rude.
Is there disrespect
now, like,
happening?
ever since
Unbelievable
I saw, like,
disrespect.
Zootopia 2, I'm just like, now I have to go through another marathon of drawing Nick again.
Yes.
Because all my Twitter feeds.
Nope.
Nothing but Paubert, and I'm like, listen, you guys can have him. That's all. Like, I was like, you guys can have Paubert. That's okay. He's totally fine. That just means I have Nick to myself, because everyone is too busy with Paubert.
I haven't seen the movie yet, so I don't know anything about the characters yet.
Ooh. Okay,
I'm seeing it this weekend, so.
Worth a watch.
If a head is
I've
slightly
already seen it
turned,
twice.
where the fuck do you put the nose? So every artist is going to have a different way of finding where the nose goes. I have a very specific way of doing it. Everybody does it different. You basically need to like do it a billion times until you figure out a way that works for your brain.
Yeah, I'm a weirdo who builds out from the nose usually. Like I start with the snout and think about that as the beginning shape.
I do the exact same thing. I do the exact same thing. The first thing I would draw is the actual nose itself.
Oh.
And then the head just comes all together easily.
I kind of do the same thing, but I do a circle for the head. And then I sort of like tell I do the Loomis head sort of. Like I do the circle and then I do like the cross and the cross or whatever. And then where the crosses go, I put a circle where the muzzle base is. And then I figure out from there where the nose would be on that circle. And then I draw a line down the nose to find the front of the muzzle. And then I build from there.
There are like a lot of people that don't understand that, like, so like, for example, with like canines and felines, like people will struggle a lot with like how long the snout needs to be, where it's like, no, you just draw the freaking nose and then there it is.
You always start with the eyes. Maybe that's why 3/4 feels goofy. Sorry, I'm standing up because my trackers are fucked. Hang on. I'm going to come down a little.
The struggle of full body.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm in full body, my left tracker always just turns itself off because it thinks that it's not registered. I'm like, even though I'm kicking my legs all the time.
Start with the eyes. So the eyes are going to trick the shit out of you for a long time as a new artist, because where you think the eyes are is not where the eyes actually are. That still fucks with me as like an intermediate artist, to be honest. I'm really struggling here. Oh, Lord.
Gamer.
I'm a professional gamer. I got this. Hang on. Okay, there we go. I think I got it. I do not have it.
You got this.
Oh my. Oh.
Okay, I think I got it.
Hey.
Okay. No problem placing the eyes. Well, you think you don't have a problem placing the eyes. And then as soon as you go to other poses, you're going to realize that you're doing it wrong. Good, everything except video games. Hey, this is like more of a social media app than a video game, okay? Like, chill. Haven't posted any art in the Clam Club because it's mostly not safe for work. Oh, this is the other server. Send me a tool. Yeah, send me a tool. Yo, Dean! Dean!
Sync got it. Sync got love.
Dude, happy birthday. Is it your birthday tomorrow? Today? Maybe today? In like 4 minutes? Happy birthday!
No.
Also, thank you for the 57 freaking months of the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Welcome back to the Clam Club VIP Lounge where the Wi-Fi is always clean. Did my mouth just inflate like a frog? Yeah, there's like a puffy cheeks on this. Yeah, you and Fooster, happy birthday. Yeah, heck yeah.
Fun fact, otters are part frog now.
Do you want to know how I do eyes? Here, let me get a marker. Hang on. I have the most insane bullshit.
No.
I have this insane thing. Here, let me show you. Hang on. I don't know how I'm going to do this and have it show up on stream.
Pen.
Where did my pen go? Okay, so...
Your pen, it's right there.
Is it going to show up on stream? I don't even know. So if I did like a circle, that's a colored pencil, not a marker. What are you, my dad? There are 2 other beans to share your birthday. There's a bunch of birthdays for tomorrow. Yeah, weeknight stream. Okay, so like say I do like the head or whatever, this is gonna be really shitty because I can like I'm trying to look through my camera. So I like do the muzzle shape like or whatever, right? I figured that
Rick
out.
P. Griffin
Rick!
rated with 68 viewers.
Hi!
Pause up for our raiders.
Oh, I've been streaming too long if you're rating me. That's crazy. Hi!
Oh, there it is.
Welcome in, welcome. Hi, Roo Crew. I'm just talking about art and stuff. Misu's position's like a Steam chat bot right now.
What?
So I do this for my face, right? And then I'll like find my nose and then I draw the front of my nose, right?
You're actually doing the same pose as your VTuber too.
That is, you actually are. That's really funny.
Damn.
That is really funny. So I do this, but then like literally for my eyes, and this might be psycho, but like instead of like doing like circles or finding like an orb or whatever, I literally like do like I don't even know how to explain it. They're like button eyes. I literally do this.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah.
And I just find them like this, and then I'll try to like describe the vibe in my like preliminary sketch with just like very simple expression, right? So like if he's like bored, like you know, like I just do this, right? Like I'll do very very simple expression like this. And then go from there. But that's where I find my eyes is using this like sort of a strategy. I just find like little buttons here, and then I build the eyes in like the more advanced thing.
Right.
So then when I do the actual eye, like I figure out. This is actually a recent invention for me of figuring out how to draw the eye. Because, like, I know an eye, like, people were like, draw a triangle. And I'm like, I don't really understand what the fuck you're talking about. Like, there's a lot of things when you're, like the eye is not a circle, right? It's not like this, right? It is a sphere in your skull. But, like, what it presents at eventually is, like, a triangle because there's, like, the upper eyelid and the lower eyelid and then the front of the eyeball, right? But it didn't occur to me that this is the front of the eyeball and this is the eyelid and stuff until like literally recently, like because my brain is stupid and it doesn't understand things until I have to like literally think about it like crazy. Right. So like corner of the eye and whatever, but like it took me forever to figure that out. Like an uncomfortable amount of time.
I'm just like picturing. I don't know why, like the way they do the triangle thing. Like I just like picture like the page of like the science books, like like how the eye looks from the inside that you normally don't see.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, is that the mentality? I was like, I don't understand.
Well, yeah, I know. There's people that like draw where like they draw like the whole like like this, right? Like they draw that. That's one way to do it. I do just like the pupil, just like the little dot, which makes them look really bean shaped or whatever. I don't know. Everybody does it different.
Like for me, can I see that?
Yeah. Take it.
Like for me, like I'll have like I have like 5 ways of doing eyes. It depends on the character or style I'm working with.
Yeah.
So there'll be like cases where say like if I'm like drawing like Nick, for example, like for his eyes in particular, it's literally just like
I gotta get the camera so it actually sees what you're doing. In perspective.
No, it's fine. It's gonna look awful either way. Because I haven't drawn in like VR in forever.
Yeah, it's like impossible.
So it's like,
I know.
I'll do like this. Yeah. So then it's like nose here.
I'm trying to look at it. Hang on.
And then like whatever like this, like wherever.
Like, I literally can't get a good view of it.
No, it's fine. I'm probably drawing it in a bad angle.
You making fun of me back there?
So it's.
No.
No, you're just having a fun time.
The width of each eye is how far apart they are. What are you talking about?
So like for like Nick's eyes, I will always do like a full circle, and since he always has like the freaking like bedroom eyes, it's literally just.
Oh yeah, he's got like the droop. The other thing that fucked me up for a long time is like not realizing that the eyelid isn't always like concave like that, like this.
Yeah.
That he can also like because it's across the eyelid, right? Like, or across the eyeball. So like it can be like this. That took me a long time to realize.
Yeah, like when it comes to eyes, it's literally just like it depends on the expression you're trying to go for.
Yeah.
So
Eyes are
it's like
hard.
you can literally just do anything with like like you can literally just do anything. Like I could be like this, and then do this, and then you can tell that's like a worried eye expression.
Well,
or
I can
something like this. Yeah, or it's like something like this here, and then like I'll see like some people they just like do like they just go straight like that, and I'm like, the eyelid does not do that.
Yeah, but it's a style choice, I guess, to some extent.
Do that.
Imagine a third eye between the
choice.
two, and they should be the same width. See, I'm gonna be so for real with you. I don't know any rules like that, and when I do art, it's literally a vibes-based economy. I'm like, does the vibe of this feel right? Like, I'm like, okay, cool. And if it doesn't, then I get mad and I just stop drawing it. You want to see what bad is doing? It's kind of. Hang on, let me.
I don't know. It's just circles, and I'm just cutting through them.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like. Also, I need to end stream in a second.
It's nothing special. It's nothing special.
Oh God, behavior. Pins. We go to pin 2. Here we go. Here we go. This is what this looks like from my point of view. Bat, get out of the way.
No.
There you go. This is what Bat's drawing right now.
Look, it's circles, and you just cut them in half. That's how you do eyes, people.
One of my favorite things about being an artist is that, like, you can show some of this shit to, like, an artist, and they're like, oh, yeah, for sure. And then you show this to a non-artist, and they're like, are you sure you're an artist? Because they're like, this is nonsensical to anybody that's not an artist.
So some people will be like I always make the joke of like, oh, like when you were saying, oh, I'm gonna start doing art, and I'm like making like freaking like, oh no, you're going into like the dark contract. It's
yeah, it is. It is a dark contract.
You start, you're gonna hate
it. It's the self-loathing contract.
Yeah, and then you came to me a week later. You're like, I fucking hate this, man. Why the fuck do people do this? It's just like, I told you.
I do hate myself for being an artist.
Like,
it's true.
Wrong?
It's true.
Yeah, and I tell you like, oh, like what's wrong? And you're like, look at this. Am I doing this right?
Yeah.
It is like me doubting myself, like part of the process, and I'm like, oh, you poor summer child.
Yo, I gotta give these people their wing hug. I almost went into my fucking horny model. I'm so good at video games. I'm so good at video games. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap up stream. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up stream here. Yeah, that sure would be an end to my stream. Let's put it that way. It sure would be one version of an end, anyway.
One version.
You want to love art again? It's been a while since you actually finished anything, dude. I feel bad for you. Those moments suck. I get it. Those are the worst. I get it. A cute dragon? Oh, that one right there?
Wow.
Huh?
Somebody said there was a cute dragon in stream, and I just figured it was you.
Where? I'm not a dragon.
Where's your toothless?
All right.
Be toothless.
Hang on. Fine.
Yeah, get the toothless out.
Here, I gotta.
This is a good timing for ending the stream because I'm literally running at 4% now, so I'm gonna hop off.
There you go. There's the cute dragon.
Hey,
I'm not cute. No. What you talking about?
Look how cute.
That's a very cute dragon.
That's a very cute dragon.
No.
So cute.
So tiny.
So tiny also.
It's plus size. Plus size.
Plus size. Drag me into playing Magic the Gathering. Brother, I play Magic the Gathering. You just gotta like get me to actually do the thing at some point. I mean, I don't know. I would not say that I am trying to play Magic the Gathering, but anyway.
Nobody ever tries to play.
Yeah, it kind of just got me caught. Yeah, okay. Plushie's really trying to show their dragon. I'll show this cute dragon also.
No, I was going for the bit. Hi.
Also cute dragon.
That one's also cute.
Yeah, also, but not a dragon.
No, and puppy.
All cute though. Yeah, this one is La Creatura.
Yes, Stripe did a fantastic job on this.
Yo,
episode. where's my boy? Where's my boy that likes the wing hugs? I need wing hug boy. I can't remember his name right now. Can't remember his name. Hey, what's happening?
Oh, worm.
Oh, was it the?
There's like a parasite in the air. Yeah, no, I could definitely do that for sure.
Worm.
Oh, it's Flaming Gamer. Where's Flaming Gamer? I got a wing hug. I got to do the sniffies and the wing hugs before I end the stream. That's what I usually do, right? I haven't done one of these in like a year, but like, I could do that. Rob, aka Bob a Cupcake, does a ton of incredible shader stuff. A lot of people do a lot of cool stuff with art, and I'm never going to be as good as any of them. But
Mood.
I'm sure, like, well, that's the thing. That's what's crazy is that, like, Batuga and, like, Archie have both been doing art way more than me and are way better known for art than me. But there is probably things that I do better than they do, which is what the crazy thing about art is. They are better artists than me, but I can do very specific things better than them because I got a hyper focus about that one thing. Like, right? Like, it's very stupid. Like, you heard Batuga be like, wow, your fluff, your shader, your fur is so good compared to mine. And it's like, well, I got focused on it. Headset just dies. The Batuga is dead.
Oh,
They are now just a
nice.
rainbow in space.
The worm is gone.
The worm is dead. All right, I don't know if Flaming Gamer is still here, but I gotta do the thing. I'm gonna end stream. I'm gonna go end stream.
Ooh,
Pop. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Good luck.
My hyper focus is scary, but it has attention. It's awesome to see. That does happen. Like when I do my hyper focus on something and I get really, really good at it, it is fun, but it does take a lot of it, a lot out of me. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna get out of here. I will not be streaming this weekend, which is why I did today's stream. I'm gonna bring the camera a little closer because I'm in a very small room and I fear I'm gonna walk into a wall. Not with that attitude. I mean, like, the reason I got good at art is because I got very, very hyper focused on it. That's true. All right, I'm gonna get my wings out. You guys can't take them from me. Toggles. Where's my wings? Where's my wings? Turn my wings on. Wings. The dragon has wings. You see this? I got wings. All right. Let me do the wing hugs. Hang on. We got a sniffies. Come here. Sniffies. Smells like gay. Don't forget we gotta do lickies. And I will be back here. Hang on. This camera angle's kind of weird. I will be back here sometime a week from now. I won't be streaming this Saturday. I might do another weekday stream next week just to do some makeup time because I've missed a lot of streams lately. I will try my best. I think I can get a stream in next Saturday for sure. I'm thinking about playing Spyro, but I'm also thinking about playing the new Voices of the Void. The new Voices of the Void has been very popular, and, it's like my favorite game. So, we'll see. I haven't really fully decided what we're going to do, but I know people love these VRChat streams. I love people just yapping with me for a while, so I will try to get them in a little bit where I can. I apologize. Things have been really busy with my house being flooded and everything like that, so I'm doing my best. But let me give you your wing hugs. Actually, let me find a raid target before we do anything. Who should I raid? Who we gonna go say hi to? Who's streaming? Who's streaming that I never get to stream because I don't stream weekdays? What just happened? Let's see. Who's streaming that I never get to raid? Let's see. Did we raid Canadian Dragon last time? I think we did, didn't we? I fear that we did raid Canadian Dragon last. I don't know if there's anybody else that I really want to raid, though. Wing hugs. You're here for your wing hugs. Yeah. Okay, I was worried that you were going to be here for them. It's been so long. So, yeah. I think we'll just raid Canadian Dragon. Is Ario streaming? What's Ario playing? I'm looking for him. I don't see him. We could raid Ario. I actually know Ario. Yeah, we could raid Ario. I didn't know Ario was streaming still. That's cool. I'm glad to see that their stream is... Whoa! Their new VTuber looks so good. I didn't know they had such a cool VTuber. Wow, they've really grown as a streamer since last time I saw them. That's crazy. They were not this big before. That's cool. Yeah, we'll raid them. That seems really cool. All right, I will see you guys next week. Thanks so much for keeping the club together. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I had a really great time. Let me get you your wing hugs, then we'll raid out to them. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And till next time, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Let me get you your wing huggies. Wing huggy. Stretch the wingies out real big. And come here. Yeah. Oh, I grabbed the camera by accident. I still got the wings all tight in here. Hang on. There we go. All right, guys. I will see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Let me get a raid into the chat. Let me get this person's thing here. I don't have a raid message for y'all. So just like, I don't know, hit them with the bean raid or something. Like, be like the bean raid and just spam beans in chat or something like that. I don't know. But for now, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. Hang on. /raid. Let's see if I can get this done. Space paste. It didn't work. I'm a fraud. It didn't work. I'm a fraud. Oh, no. I could do this. I swear. The end of my stream is so drawn out. Oh, Lord. It won't work. I got to type it manually. Oreo Bowl. I'm good at everything except for video games. It's true. It's true. It's so true. Did it work? It worked. Huzzah! All right. I will see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Bye, everyone. Mwah. See you later. Bye.